NaruTalk, the Naruto ShipPodcast, is made possible through contributions from listeners like you. To help support the podcast and to earn exclusive rewards, head to www.patreon.com/NaruTalkPod. That's www.patreon.com/NaruTalkPod. Believe it!
Hey everyone, this is Naruto Uzumaki, and you're listening to NaruTalk. Believe it!
Hello everybody, welcome back to NaruTalk, the greatest podcast ever to be all about Naruto. I'm your host, Sam English, and once again, for like the third week in a row, I'm sick. Which I imagine is horrific because I'm by far the voice you hear the most of.
Counting down the podcast episodes until Liam dies.
Yeah, this is welcome back to the live countdown.
What happens if
I've
you
been
die
sick for
like...
as long as you have, I think, too.
Have you?
On the pod.
Yeah, but
Well,
like you're taking steps to getting better.
That's
I'm
true.
taking steps to getting better. I'm on NyQuil. I just take
Didn't you
so
get
much
worse?
NyQuil.
Did you
That's
finish
not
your antibiotics?
No, because okay, I knew I couldn't take 3 antibiotics a day. No way that was gonna happen. Right? I'm not in my room 3 times, 2 separate times a day.
This is not
Carry them
happening.
around.
Huh?
Carry them around.
Carry my
And be caught with antibiotics.
Yeah, be caught with. Then the antibiotics will. I'll get jumped by people with biods who need antis.
That's not a
All the
thing.
biomech warriors around our campus.
Exactly. Yeah. Do you know anything about biological warfare, Katie?
Don't you go here, Katie?
Yeah. Everybody's constantly coughing on each other, trying to get each other sick.
Everyone is just filled with
And
wires.
then they're just
Yeah.
like jumping each other for
For their antibiotics, yes. It's like gold on this
How will
campus.
they know that you have them?
Well, they can hear, you know? It's like when...
It's when the pills rattle.
You know
in
in
the
these
cage.
episodes when fucking Itachi and Kisame are walking down the street and it's like jingle, jingle,
Yeah.
jingle, jingle, jingle. It's like that
You
except
jingle your
antibiotics.
antibiotics?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, then quiet your antibiotics down. Put them in like a plastic baggie instead of a container that makes jingling sounds or something.
All right, well, look, I didn't think that far. But,
If you do that, then you become the leader.
Exactly.
Of like the pact of other antibiotic
yeah.
dealers.
But in a way, that's what I seek to destroy, and I don't want to become that, you know? Yeah. I'm anti-antibiotic. I am a biot.
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 I myself am a biot.
Speaking of you dying, okay, right. So like, if you were to die with the before the podcast,
I've been
ends,
thinking about that.
would we like Tom Kenny where we record you so far ahead of time, or we just like insert
Well,
you?
if I die early in the summer, we will at least have finished original Naruto.
And I think that's like something.
Which is fine.
That's
yeah.
okay.
However, if I die now, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
This is the good part.
Yeah.
That's where it starts to get juicy.
Well, that's why it's a fun mystery. Like everyone out there, they can be like, it's Liam. And we're recording like all these episodes ahead now.
We're always stuck in the future. We
Yeah.
can't stay
Yeah,
in the past.
so we could be dead any time, and you just have to wait for the next Monday to see if it's like a 2-minute clip of you guys being like, "Hey, Liam's dead, so the podcast is over." You know.
So we don't have your blessing to keep it going?
I mean, you can if you want to write the outlines, or do whatever you
wanna
want.
do that.
I
Do
guess,
it
yeah.
free, no outline.
Freeform.
Yeah,
You know, I was
we'll
damn
just
near
sit here.
considering that today because I've been so sick it was very hard for me to write the outline. I think that would be a little too messy, you know?
No, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, anyways, I'm joined by Katie Sideri, Morgan Williamson, and Raj.
Hello.
Should I keep doing those single or all together? What
I
do
don't
you
know.
think?
I think it's fun to mash them up. Maybe next time we could be like, I'm joined by Katie, and instead when you say Katie, it's like a bunch of lasers and
Yeah,
shit. Or like,
You want me to edit that in?
like, yeah.
Stop giving me
Yeah,
editing
why?
instructions.
I don't know. I just think we start using way more effects and stuff.
I think what should happen is that when you introduce me, you guys should all just make laser sounds
Okay,
with
so
your
let's-
mouth.
Very fun.
Let's
Like,
Uh,
pew, pew,
and
pew.
with me, as always, is my co-host Katie Sideri.
See, then Liam doesn't have to do the work.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Katie. Thank you. Raj, is there any sound effect in particular that you want? Like an old steam engine? Ooga.
I did not know what that sounded like.
I don't know.
What? Okay.
Like, what about like a chainsaw starting? Like a.
Like a motorcycle. Are you riding a motorcycle?
No, it's my chainsaw. Now I'm going over to my car.
You're putting a chainsaw in the car? Why are you driving a chainsaw that's on? Why are you driving with an on chainsaw?
I'm gonna
just
fight
in
the.
your
Because I'm
car?
fighting a
Oh no, I'm
helicopter.
coming after him walking.
Oh no, I have to jump onto a boat.
I'm parachuting me. I want a speedboat. I have a laser gun. Whoa! Shield.
Lightsaber.
I need to put headphones right now.
Oh, you have the high ground.
That's why
You're my brother, Raj.
I hate you.
Okay. So yeah, we'll just do that every week.
Do I not get a sound effect?
Oh yeah,
You do.
What do you
It's like a
want?
little bell. Ding ding.
You Oh my god.
You looked very offended.
I don't know if I should be offended or like honored.
I think a real like evolution of our podcast is been if you like looked at pictures from us at the beginning and then now we've increasingly grown more comfortable with eating and drinking on the pod.
That's very true.
We're gonna hit a level where I think I'm just gonna smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
Like
I just have like a whole meal.
I've listened to a podcast where like fully like a dude was like mid podcast. Oh, do you think I could just like light up a cigarette? He's like, oh yeah. And you hear a little, and then once in a while.
I'm fine with that.
Like it'd be insane. But honestly, what I want to do maybe within like the next few weeks or something is whenever the weather is at least warmer out a little bit.
You want to go outside?
Go outside by like the tree. Maybe have like a 10-minute Rio radio where it's just me smoking maybe like 3 cigarettes and I like. Just talk.
Yes.
To
That's
like,
great. We have that 6-week period. Record 10 minutes of stuff, I'll put it out then. Yes. I'm dead serious.
Yes.
What if we each did one, like, on our own?
Please, do anything. I'm terrified.
Like, Raj could go out and smoke a cigarette by a tree. Katie could do it while she's making a painting.
Yeah.
I could...
Take a picture.
I mean, mine's
I could do
silent.
a Q&A. I could do
You
like a
would
solo
talk.
Raj like Q&A.
Oh, right.
What about smoking cigarettes is loud, besides the lighter?
True. I don't know
How do you
why
smoke a
I thought it was
cigarette?
just
You put it in your mouth and go...
cigarette sound.
Like, what do you do?
Kitty screams
I was
the
like,
entire time
painting
she
is
smokes a
silent.
cigarette.
To be fair, everything else that she does is loud.
Yes. I'll just loudly jab the painting with my
But that's why
mouth.
we all think she's straight edge, because she smokes so quietly. It's just like... See?
That was quiet.
Couldn't even tell.
So quiet you could hear me unwrap my Reese's Pieces with other Reese's Pieces in the
those are
Reese's
good.
Pieces.
Yeah.
I just found these things existed.
It's
kind of
crazy.
crazy. It's a weird like homunculus.
Yeah.
Like
It's a
thing.
lot. It's a lot of Reese's.
Homunculus?
Homunculus.
Yeah. Good word, right?
Like an amalgamation
What is
of things into one
Ooh,
thing.
no.
Wait,
Yeah.
homunculus or
Bro,
humunculus?
where is this
Homunculus.
vocabulary coming from? Did you
Full
like
Metal
read a
Alchemist.
book?
Did you read
What's
a book
going on?
yesterday?
What if I throw the word hubris out there? Would that trigger anything for you?
What if you used your big new fancy words to tell people what this podcast is about?
Oh my god, it's me.
Yeah, it is you.
Okay.
Use the biggest words you can possibly do. Go.
Cock and balls. That is it.
Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's what our podcast is about?
No, but I hope maybe. I mean, Valentine's Day. Is this is the Valentine's?
It's
no,
not.
No,
But really,
last
it's like
week.
tomorrow.
It is tomorrow for us.
So it's a little sexy
Yeah.
in a little sex in the air right now.
Uh-huh.
There's- Yep. For you listening out there, it's a week after Valentine's. I don't know, like a week and a couple days, but the sex is still.
We're in
lingering.
2047
Sex
right
is
now.
still
There are lasers constantly going.
That's
Laser
what I was
noises.
thinking. Yeah.
We are in an apocalyptic dungeon. The lasers didn't stop, guys. And we're in an apocalyptic dungeon in a giant bubble, and in the bubble there's oxygen. And with the oxygen, we use it to make a podcast about Naruto. Naruto's a show where it comes in a dub and a sub.
Stop
and we,
doing laser
Oh
sounds.
my God, you still need lasers.
I
said
realize
that they didn't
I
stop.
think that there's a limit to how many noises we can make before people turn off.
Okay.
Maybe not though.
Can I orchestrate laser sounds? Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna point to one of you. Whoever I point at, that's your laser
Can we
sound.
do different sci-fi noises each? of us?
Okay, yeah. So just sound effects that you prefer that while I.
Well,
do
whatever
this
fits your
thing.
story, I guess.
Alright, so here we go.
Yeah.
There's only a sub and a dub, and then with the sub and the. I'm pointing at you.
What
Do
the
like
fuck
sound
do you want
effects.
me to-
Do like sound effects.
Where are we in the apocalypse right now?
I'm explaining
Like,
Naruto. We're in the
it's like
apocalypse.
All right, let's say.
Same.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So right
I
now,
got you.
there's a sub and a dub,
All right.
and we only watch the dub. Okay, and then we watch only canon episodes of Naruto.
Pew pew pew.
We watch at least 2 to 4 each week, and then that's and then we NaruTalk about it.
That'll be that sex in the air.
You said
That's-
make whatever
you
sound
did.
you prefer. I prefer Hinata moans.
It's true.
That's,
Hey, speaking
true.
of Raj things, you have 2 more weeks out, everybody out there, to enter into Raj's contest. Raj, do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so my contest is going on right now for 2 more weeks. What you have to do for a small Naruto Shippuden shirt is like, favorite, subscribe, all you can. Comment your favorite joke of mine, personally, me, Raj, and
Yes.
tag NaruTalk, Twitter,
Yes.
Instagram, wherever.
If
Reddit.
you're on Instagram, it's probably best to DM us. Right? No.
Comment it.
Post, comment,
Comment it on like any random.
anything. Yeah, I'll see your
then
comments.
more people will get to see our
Yeah,
funny
that's
jokes.
true. Yeah. Comment it on something or make a post about it. Just
And then,
post.
we'll put them all in a giant randomizer. We'll do
Yeah.
it live, and the winner will contact you. Make sure you have
Yeah,
your
if it's-
inbox open, all that shit.
If it's on Twitter, tag us.
Yeah.
Instagram, whatever. Use your brain.
and you get a bunch of stuff. You get a shirt.
Entries end March 6th, and we'll announce the winner in episode 35.
Small Naruto Shippuden shirts. Small, size S.
Yes.
Please.
Signed by us. And who knows what else we'll put in that box.
Yeah, so, and the fact that it's signed by us, you don't have to be able to fit a small. You could pin it to your wall.
Yeah, pin it to your wall. Give it to, like, your friend or something.
Yeah, because it'll have our signed names on it.
Bury it in a time capsule.
Go to Las Vegas, Nevada, go to Pawn Stars, that shows, like, actual place.
Yeah.
Sell it on an episode.
Yeah.
And then try to hustle mad money for
Put it on your head and pretend it's a mask. Yes. And then rob someone.
Wear it as a skirt.
Wear it as a skirt. Wear it as a romper.
What if we took our shirt, like our merch shirt, to like the Pawn Stars and really sell on the fact that we're like a legendary historical group.
Yeah.
And then
we talked like 2 weeks ago about NaruTalk through the ages.
Yeah,
I think so.
But if we do it like tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then he calls like an expert and we fully just make him believe.
We can do it. We'll do an accent. We'll say like, here's our expert, and we'll be like, hello, yes, I am the boss of all podcasts. I love NaruTalk.
The CEO of podcasts.
I'm the CEO of podcast. Yeah. You don't believe me? Listen to my wife, the Mrs. CEO of podcast.
Oh yes, I am the Mrs. CEO of the podcast.
How very good is NaruTalk as far as podcasts go?
I believe it is, yes, very good.
Oh, that's right, baby. It's hot and sexy, just like a you.
Enough of this bit. Reach limits.
Yeah, so hey, entries end March 6th. That's the Saturday after.
Do it, sexies.
So anyways, yeah, normally we talk about 2 to 4 episodes of Naruto every week. This week, we've watched 80, 81, and 82, which is already the end of the arc we were on. We'll talk about how dumb that is. And then the beginning of the next arc, the search for the 5th Hokage. So,
Wow.
I know, a lot happened this week. So without any further ado, let's NaruTalk about it. We open on Enma. Oh my god! Wow, these episodes, a lot happened.
Yes, a lot happens. Like,
Because
it's absurd.
I'm realizing that we were still on top of the fucking tuning exams at the
Yeah.
start. Because I finished watching them like literally 5 minutes ago, and so well, not literally anymore because we've been in here for a while. But I can't believe that Enma was still around when these episodes started.
Yeah,
That
he was
poor
probably,
little
like,
monkey.
there.
Yeah.
He it starts with like the Hokage on the ground and like he like pulls the sword out.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he grabs it by the blade again.
Yeah, I think he just likes getting his palm
What?
cut.
Yeah.
Kinky.
Yeah.
I immediately was
To be
like, that's
fair,
so dumb.
Maybe his skin is just like tougher than ours. He
Yeah,
is
but
a
we've seen,
giant
his
monkey.
we've seen his
bleeding.
hand bleed.
Yeah.
He doesn't even feel it anymore.
Oh yeah, nothing on the
But-
inside, nothing on the outside.
He did have to crawl very far to grab it by the blade.
Yeah.
Like, from where he was, he could have just...
He could have grabbed the hill.
by the
He's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the Black
But,
Knight
like-
from Monty Python.
Yeah, exactly. He at this point he's. Oh, you know what I bet it is? I bet when he goes back to Monkey Town, all the monkeys are gonna be like, ooh, where's all your battle
Wait,
scars?
I'm sorry.
And
What was that?
ooh, obviously because they're monkeys. And then if he doesn't have like cuts and shit on him, then they're gonna think that he had like a little baby battle. You know what I mean?
That's.
I mean, he kind of...
First off, the
did.
existence of Monkey Town is that is hilarious.
And second of all, the existence of toxic masculinity in Monkey Town.
So if we're believing in Monkey Town, does that mean there's like a 3-headed Snake Town,
Yeah.
as well as like a Toad Town?
Yeah,
That's
I assume
great.
so. I assume
Yeah,
it's
where
just
else do they all
a
come
direct alternate universe where it's
The valley hidden in the 3 snakes.
Yeah,
Just
exactly. Yeah.
dude.
Wait,
I mean, yeah,
Remember
where do they come
when
from
you
if
go in-
not for that?
So when a mommy daddy's 3-headed snake,
Yeah, and
love each other
a-
very much.
the snake. I don't actually know snakes.
How do snakes have
No,
sex?
no, no. Oh,
Do snakes have sex?
I did not
How do they
get that
reproduce?
joke for a second.
Eggs, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
So
What do you?
But-
do you have to have sex to have eggs? Is that I don't know.
I don't know.
Do snakes fuck?
Yeah. I mean, they must. I just don't know how.
Okay, Google.
Actually, let's just talk about Naruto
Yeah.
more. So yeah, the monkey guy takes that.
The monkey guy.
Takes the
guy.
sword out of the 3rd Hokage because he's dead, and then the monkey disappears. So then those sound ninja that were making the cube, you remember them?
Yeah.
They were like, oh shit, Orochimaru failed and he lost his arms and shit, and so they release the barrier and they retreat. But then those 3 Anbu who have been outside this whole time, just kind of watching what's going on, they're like, yo, stop. But then Kidomaru, the sound ninja with 4 arms, little spider boy, he spits out a spider web. I think he calls it, oh, I didn't write it down, but it was like ninja technique, spider web. I don't know.
Technique, Spider-Man.
And then he
jutsu.
just threw up a spider web and it caught them in it.
No, but the guy was like, oh, that was tough. He's like, we flew right into it. Like,
right into his spider web.
these guys were straight commentators the whole time.
Exactly.
Even in action, they were still commentating it.
Yeah. So Guy, observing the action above all the Jonin that are still in the amphitheater, he's like, hey, maybe we should go after those terrorists. But Kakashi's like, or maybe we shouldn't. And then Kabuto is like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't. And then, wait, it's weird. Because Guy's like, no, I actually hated this scene so much. I thought it was very poorly written.
So bad.
Yeah, Guy was like, it's the way of the Leaf Village not to let people get away. And then Kakashi's like, hey, you're Kabuto. To Kabuto?
Yeah.
What? He sounds and looks and is Kabuto.
I just think Kabuto really believed he can get away with it. Just, like,
but he's with,
But
also
also,
he was
so-
next to Baki,
No.
the sand
So-
guy.
No, fully, it's like he thought he can get away with it being around the one guy who he's talked to the most, being Kakashi.
Yeah.
He has talked to no one as much as he has Kakashi.
Exactly.
And he thought, maybe if I just pretend... Like, he was shocked when he got caught.
He was
"So
doing
you
the
found me
CEO
out."
podcast accent.
Well, so and the thing was, we've seen Kabuto
Yeah.
dressed as a Black Ops in that mask
Yeah.
in the arena.
Yeah.
And then Kakashi was like, "Oh, are you Kabuto?"
Yeah.
And then they played the music like,
It's
"Oh,
happened
it's
already.
Kabuto!"
It's already happened.
And I was like, "We know.
we've
We
been
were
there.
there."
I know.
Kabuto, dude, Kakashi alone is
Yeah.
just so dramatic. He
Yeah.
probably knew since,
Kakashi
like,
buys into it. Yeah, he's
he
like,
probably saw, like, Kabuto take Hinata and was just like, maybe...
I'll let that happen.
Yeah, maybe something better will happen.
Yeah, wait until everybody falls asleep and we get attacked by a giant 3 snakes.
We just had, like, a whole battle talking about how, like, Hinata got kidnapped. What if he just
What happened to the
died?
snakes?
Well, speaking of snakes, male snakes have 2 penises.
Wait, what?
What?
They have hemipenes,
Is that the 2 penis term?
Yeah.
Hemipene.
Hemipene.
which they extend and release sperm.
Why are you in a
Orochimaru
trance?
must have a
Whoa.
pretty great hemipene.
Yeah.
Snake sex usually takes under an hour, but it can last as long as a whole day.
Wow. Me too. No, that's a lie. Under an hour.
Two-pronged
Or
sex
under a minute.
organ.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah. Anyways, hemipene. Yeah, Orochimaru has a hemipene confirmed.
Twin snake jutsu, bro.
Twin snake
Orochimaru,
Wow.
the 2-pronged
penis.
reproductive organ.
You really just got in trance and went, Hemipene.
Yeah,
That was so
Hemipene.
scary.
Think about a snake. Where's snakes? Where's a snake's penis even? What?
It
I
lives
don't
in their
know.
tail and then it comes
Does
out.
it snake out? So it's like a 3-headed
It's
snake.
like a tongue.
3-headed snake.
Maybe the
Three-headed
giant.
snakes are real.
Yeah, maybe that giant snake just had 2 really big penises with faces. You know, like that thing where you take a Sharpie and you draw a little face on your dick and put a little tiny hat on it? You know what I'm talking about, right?
You were like seizing up, right, Raj? Tell me you also drew on your penis and put a hat on it and called it Don Chattington.
I feel like
Please.
if I had a penis, I would do that.
Yeah,
Don Chattington.
I would.
Don.
I would want a penis just to do that.
Hey. Yeah, don't we all?
Yeah.
Kabuto claims that he won't reveal his full strategy and won't run. And then he's like, and also, Kakashi, you can't see it because your Sharingan's imperfect because you're not an Uchiha, which is foreshadowing for what all 3 of these episodes are about. So that's
Yes,
kind of
yes.
fun. But then also Kabuto runs away. He's like, Kakashi's like, hey, you won't run. And Kabuto's like, yeah, I won't run. And then he runs.
Well, dude, yeah, master surprise.
Yeah.
Number 1 would be another. I don't know your next move.
Don't run, I won't.
Sounds
It's like, you know, in the
That's
ad
really funny.
that we put out now, it's like, I keep saying it's free, and then you're like, what is it? And I go, it's free.
It's like when you punch your brother and you're like, don't cry.
Yeah.
Don't cry. I just shattered a glass vase over your head. Don't cry.
When you draw a face on your dick, then you yell at your co-host, don't you draw a face on your dick?
Pretty much. Yeah.
So then, now,
For the record, no. I haven't.
I figured. Nuts.
No, you draw it on your dick.
Oh, true.
Morgan,
Good joke.
that was good.
Okay. So in the forest, Tamari finds Kankuro, and he's like all fucked up and stuff because of all those beetles that were up in his shit. And then further into the forest, the sand hand that was pinning Sakura to the tree dissolves into just regular old sand. And Sasuke catches her from midair, even
is
though he still has
baller.
the curse mark. Yeah, but it's like, it's sort of regressing. It's less now.
Yeah.
Is
it's
this
like
like
half
cool?
Christmark.
I never
Yeah.
realized it till now, but like this is like I think the first fight in a long time that Sakura's been after the count. Because every other fight, it's been her like essentially being the last person standing.
Yeah.
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 Although she's actually been, like, I don't know, man.
She's on the come up, of
Look,
course.
like, famously, I think Sakura's low-key the best character in this goddamn show.
I wouldn't go that far.
Not Lee.
But-
You're right, not the best. But she's like, she certainly
yeah.
doesn't deserve the hate that she gets from the community. Like in the Forest of Death when she fought those sound dudes.
That's true. You really need to watch it now, knowing her literal two teammates are like these new age gods.
And she didn't do like much worse than Sasuke. Sasuke just had electric hands, and they didn't even do anything.
They really did.
Yeah, I can literally do that by poking two forks, a fork into an outlet, and holding a fork in my other hand.
11-year-olds don't do it.
I would just be Sasuke.
Yeah, really, don't. You're giving them an idea of how to be
There's this one reader
Sasuke.
response we have. We should read it today.
Great.
Somebody listens to this podcast with their newborn baby. That's crazy.
That's-
I guess Dave does that. Dave Mata.
Well, newborn babies can't.
But no, they're not newborn. Like, it's like...
Oh.
I guess I should just read it
So
later.
you're saying newborn baby, you mean
somebody's-
like 4-year-old?
Yeah, and apparently they talk to us because it's a baby just learning to talk. And so, like, they listen along and the baby's like...
I don't think that's a baby. Babies don't really talk.
Well, I don't know.
Not newborn.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
newborn. That was my bad. That was my
newborn
bad.
baby.
Yeah, not newborn, but like baby. You know what I mean?
Baby.
Like a little
Baby.
baby. Yeah. Anyways, so Sasuke leaves Sakura with Pakun, and he leaves, and we get a nice paw shot of Pakun. I think that's here, and it's just nice and supple.
Nice supple
yeah.
paws.
Well, as we know that he has. On the forest floor, Gaara is like staring at Naruto, and Naruto is chinning himself forward.
Terrible animation.
It's very
Yeah,
weird.
what?
But endearing, very cool.
Yeah, it's like a cool thing to do.
Poor
Also,
execution.
like-
Great idea though.
I guess he's too weak to move his arms or his legs, so he's just chinning.
Also
He's
very
strong
powerful.
enough to pull his whole body by his chin.
Yeah. He never skips.
Despite like how like
Chin day.
out of energy he is.
Chin
he
day.
just
Never skip chin day, bro. Naruto and Gaara, there's like a joint flashback. Naruto remembers everybody in the Leaf Village turning their back on him and hating him, and then Gaara...
They show the swing set.
Well, of course, the famous... Yeah, that swing set outside the academy that
Yeah.
Naruto would always sit on and be sad. And Gaara has the same thing, and they both like cry alone in the flashback, and it's sad.
So
That was
sad.
good. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
Really sad.
And while Naruto continues to crawl towards Gaara, we see like images of his past enemies who have also tried to validate their existence through the acknowledgement of others, as opposed to the eradication of others, like Gaara. And Garuto... Oh.
Ship name.
Naruto.
Naruto.
That is their ship name, yeah. But Gaara is like, yo, Naruto, stay away from me. But then the knuckle-headed ninja, the good old guy, looks up and he's like, hey...
It's not gay, bro.
Yeah, exactly. He's
Yeah.
like, no homo, but like, I care about you, man, and I care about my friends, and I'll kill you if I have to do it to protect my
No
friends.
homo. I will kill you.
Yeah, no homo. If you're into that. Yeah. Gaara can't understand. He's like, Naruto, why would you go this far for others? But Naruto's like, hey, man, they saved me from myself. You
That
know?
was a powerful line.
Yeah, that was sick. And Gaara recognizes for the first time ever that it's love that makes Naruto strong. I love it. I love it.
He talked no jutsu Gaara and it worked.
That's right. Why the fuck do you know that term, Katie? Why do you know
From
talk
you,
no?
what?
We said talk no jutsu?
Yeah.
So frequently.
Go the fuck,
Really?
like, take medication. He's talked about talk no jutsu
Yeah.
so many
So-
No,
times.
I'm with Katie on this one.
What are
Katie
you
had
talking
that.
When has there been talk no jutsu in the show?
You've talked about it before.
So many
Yeah,
times.
you talked
now.
about it
Are you
frequently.
sure it's me? Are you sure you're not
Yeah.
going on YouTube and watching Naruto video essays?
No, why would
fully.
I ever?
Because I complained about how much I hated talk no jutsu, and then you like,
This is a good talk no jutsu.
this is good. It gets better.
Could have been Raj, but it was definitely the podcast.
Wait,
No, Liam said it.
No,
Yeah.
we've literally had conversations about
So
it.
many.
But who else is Naruto talk no jutsu? Neji.
Neji,
Yeah.
And Zabuza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Zabuza,
don't remember who
Haku,
that-
every single fight this man has
Yeah.
had.
I guess he hasn't
Yeah.
had that many fights. He didn't talk no jutsu Kiba. He farted in his face.
No, he talked into the whole
He
thing.
talked out of his ass. Am I right?
Ah.
Oh, literally.
No, but he fully he kept flying, getting his ass beat, getting up, going, "I'm not gonna give up."
Yeah,
and
but
then
so
farted.
he's talking to himself then. He's like,
Well, he has shadow clones for a reason.
oh yeah, talk no jutsu.
Oh, and
is
the
always
Nine Tails
shadow.
is in him.
Yeah,
He's
he's
just
just
like,
always talking to that.
I'm not gonna give up. I'm sleeping. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's why the Nine Tails is so mad all the time, just because Naruto's
Oh,
keeping him
he's
awake.
always talking to him.
Yeah,
I wish this kid would just stop getting up.
yeah. You know who would get along? The Nine Tails and Gamabunta. They both hate Naruto.
Yes.
They'd be good friends.
For a second, Gamabunta was the Nine
Yeah,
Tails.
they became
He was
together.
inside of
That's
it.
true. Yeah, and that's it's the Toad X Fox fan fiction we've always wanted.
Towering giants.
Sexy.
Yeah, we.
Everyone would see
Inside
them
of the
fucking.
Ninetales.
Yeah.
Everyone. It'd be like a national
it would
holiday.
be it would be like the eighth wonder of the world if Gamabunta and the Nine-Tailed Fox had sex.
Yeah.
I just got like a weird flash where like I almost felt like we were on script And, like, I was, like, thinking, I don't know, maybe it's because we've done this so many times now, but I was just like, all right, now I'm going to go back to the outline, then I'm going to keep talking, and we'll get on another tangent. And I was like, this is so weird. I feel like I'm on a script. You know what I mean?
You should not have taken NyQuil.
Does NyQuil make you trip? Is that true?
It makes you drowsy.
Took a lot of NyQuil.
I got yelled at for recreationally taking NyQuil one time, but I was sick.
That sounds so white. That sounds
I know.
does
I'm like, it's
That is
NyQuil
crazy.
and I'm sick.
Recreationally using NyQuil.
It's
Yeah.
it
Hey,
wasn't
you
even
gotta get your
recreational.
fix
It was
in.
nighttime and I was sick.
Yeah.
What else would you pop? I'd rather you pop NyQuil than, like, injecting, like, man.
Are you going to say meth?
No.
Do you inject meth?
Do you not?
Fair enough. I mean, yeah, I'll do whatever the cool kids are doing.
Well, yeah. So you're gonna be all like druggy and delirious this whole time.
Yeah.
This is gonna be great. I'm excited.
That's true.
We already
Just
got
like
Naruto.
Kakashi in that thing in the Tsukiyomi when he was all druggy and
Now we'll get there. We'll get there.
Did you
Yeah.
just...
What?
Bro, you just spoiled something.
It's the
Later-
3 episodes. It's the 3 we can
Yeah,
talk
but you
freely.
always get mad at us when you're like, oh no, we're not there
We
yet.
can't talk-
We're not there
We're
yet.
not there
We
yet,
can
Liam.
talk
bro.
freely
Liam.
about the 3.
We're
Find
not
the
there yet.
fucking outline.
Let's. Oh my god. All right. So Gaara and Naruto are friends now, right? I am off script. You're right. Gaara and Naruto, they're friends now, and Sasuke shows up, and Naruto, and Sasuke's like, "Hey, Naruto, you're good now. You can get the fuck out of here." And he's like, "Oh, Gaara's out of chakra, and also Sakura is fine, so we're all good." And then Naruto falls asleep, and then Temari and Kankuro appear, and they're like ready to fight, and it's like, "Oh no, is Sasuke gonna be able to take the two of them together?" But Gaara's like, "Hey, guys, stand down. It's cool." And Kankuro can't even believe what he's seeing, but he recognizes that Gaara is at his limit, which he's never seen before.
Do you think Sasuke could take on
These two?
Temari and Kankuro?
Right now, I don't think so.
Do you think, like, in general?
Actually, maybe not, because Sasuke's kind of lame.
Yeah,
But
just
so
a
that would
little
that
bit.
put Shino, like, higher than Sasuke?
Well, because in, like, the Naruto world, you're defined by your gimmick. And Sasuke's gimmick, like, he has the Sharingan, but he's not as cool with it as some other people.
Yeah.
Not to go off script.
Yeah, like Kakashi.
You like Kakashi.
Kakashi's so cool.
Yeah.
With his...
Kakashi's definitely the coolest Sharingan user that we know as of right now.
Yeah.
And what else was I saying?
I don't remember.
Me neither. Anyway, oh yeah, that Kankuro and Temari are stronger than Sasuke because even though Temari's gimmick is fucking wind and everybody's goddamn gimmick and everything, what were we doing? Were we playing Smash or something? And somebody's fucking power was also just wind.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of everybody's goddamn
Yes.
power just being have air.
I hate that.
No,
sound.
it must have been Storm.
We were playing Storm.
Yeah.
We were playing Storm.
So it was some Naruto character that like we don't know yet or something, but spoiler alert, somebody else has just more wind. It's just goddamn wind, all the
always
goddamn
What's
wind.
your power, Liam?
If I was in the Naruto world, I don't know.
If we could define Liam by, like, traits we already know.
This is gonna be mean. I don't want to play this game.
No.
I'm on too much NyQuil to hear this.
Well, maybe Puppet Master?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Puppet Master? That would go
That's
crazy.
very good. Very good.
Yeah.
I do love Kankuro,
Yeah.
and actually,
What about Conqueror? You would be a puppet wielder.
I'd be Sasori. I would be. Should I have said that?
No! No! Okay. Well,
He got mad at me because I said I wanted to get a Sharingan tattoo. This was last
Because
week.
I don't want it spoiled for
You
you.
just spoiled something.
we're right
We don't know
here.
what am I gonna fucking spoil by looking up pictures
people
of the
at home will
Sharingan?
get this.
Yeah, that's just a name though. You want to know more names?
No,
Liam?
stop naming names.
Names part
Yes,
2.
names. This is part like 8. You do this all the time.
Part A of-
This is becoming
But it is
a
naming
bit where
things
you
they don't
know
understand.
names.
Datara.
Stop! Why are you doing
Give
this?
the outline.
I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna walk out
listen,
and you're gonna have a two-person podcast
listen,
because I'll bring
listen.
Katie.
Yeah.
No, come. No. Then Raj will leave too, and then it'll just be me on my
You on
NyQuil.
NyQuil.
That's
That would
bad.
be really funny.
No. Okay. Look, the point is that Gaara and Kankuro and Temari all leave. They
Yeah.
leave. They leave.
Well, that
because-
wasn't the point. The point is Shino is stronger than Sasuke.
Yeah, because he has a cool gimmick. It's bugs.
Is that
And
what we were
Sasuke's
talking
gimmick.
about?
That's what
Yeah.
I was talking
Yeah.
about.
Well, we were kind of talking
Oh,
about
and
how.
then you became... Got it.
Well,
I
because
remember now.
Sasuke, Naruto, and Sakura all kind of suck because they don't have a gimmick.
Naruto's
No, they have-
gimmick
they
is
all have
farting
very
and
big
Shadow
gimmicks.
clones and
Clones,
naked
clones.
women.
Clones.
But other than like Sasuke's gimmick is just, I mean, like they do kind of, but like
Sharingan
Shino's bugs,
Chidori.
you know?
That's it. But like Bugs is also like. No, they all have gimmicks. They all have gimmicks. It's just the power level they're at right now.
Yeah, bugs are really cool.
What is Sakura's gimmick?
Having pink hair.
Insecurity.
Pink hair, yeah, insecure, yeah.
Being a woman.
Low self-esteem. Yeah, being a woman.
Sakura?
Yeah, like the patriarchy.
I'm not Sakura anymore because I don't have pink hair, but I do have a big forehead. Her gimmick is a big forehead.
Do you relate with anyone else now? Anymore? Do you relate with anyone?
Well, my blue faded, so I'm
You're
not
like Jessica
Sasuke.
Jones.
Yeah, my favorite Shinobi.
My favorite Naruto from the Marvel Universe.
It's true. So Gaara is being carried through the forest, and he's thinking about love, and so he says to his brother and sister, he's like, "Hey guys, I'm sorry about all this mess." And then Naruto smiles on the ground.
That was so cute.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Good.
Because we were talking
Good-
about how
good
he
moment.
could have like a
Aw,
nice
good
connection
moment.
with his siblings. Like
And
we
then
had
he
talked
did,
about that.
because he accepted love
Tried.
into his heart.
Kitty surprise lasers go.
Pew 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 pew.
You gotta be on your toes.
I said pew, and then I was like, that could be a laser actually.
I guess we don't know.
It's like a long like rifle laser.
Like a Death Star. Yeah.
Pow, 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 pow.
Yo, is anyone's
yeah.
gimmick in the show lasers? That'd be cool.
I don't know, Liam. Is there?
Stop start naming things.
I don't think there's any lasers. Oh, no, I
Don't
can't
start.
answer in any
Don't do
direction
it.
here.
Nope.
Which means there
Above
is.
No,
Keep-
it doesn't. Not answering in any
Go.
direction doesn't mean there is.
Go.
If I said there isn't,
It means
or-
you're a fake ass bitch.
I'm not a fake ass bitch. I'm living in the kayfabe now. I'm back in it. I don't know anybody's name. What's anything? Above,
What's anything?
who am I? I gotta listen to the beginning of this podcast again. to remember. Above the Chunin exams arena, Jonin gather around the third Hokage's corpse. And then we cut to, like, some time later.
Yeah.
I think maybe even, like, a week or so.
Probably, yeah. it's a few days.
Because Naruto, his like apartment is in shambles, and he's grappling with the loss of the third Hokage. He's sitting alone on his bed, and he's just like thinking about the third, and how sad he is. And then he dresses in all black to attend a funeral. Mm-hmm. Storm clouds gather as Team 7 unites in the streets of the Leaf Village and head to the top of the Hokage's office, where basically the whole entire village is turned out to mourn their fallen leader.
This
That's
little
sad.
sequence, I loved
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
One, because I love the sound of thunderstorms.
Yes.
And it was just like so like somber.
Yeah,
and
it was cool.
sad.
The
Funeral fits go hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, they really
they
do.
went off.
I know. Yeah.
He really popped
I
up.
love the
Yeah.
variant. Yeah. I want those action
Pop
figures.
off for the funeral.
It's true. You gotta look good. The the Hokage's advisors, they're like, hey guys, this isn't just a funeral for the Hokage. It's for like everyone who died during Orochimaru's attack.
That's a little bit of a.
A cop out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
How do
agree.
you can't do that?
Just a big group funeral.
Come on, like you can't also have a funeral for people and then the president.
Yeah, you're right.
Cause like
Wait, if the president was at like a Denny's and that Denny's got exploded, would you hear me out? Would you have a group funeral for the president and everyone who was at Denny's?
No.
no, cause they would have their own funeral.
Yeah, all the families would have
Yeah.
their own.
But this is all like villagistic rules, and they also die at the same time for like the same event. But it's also like clearly you're not gonna have like. You see like a woman crying like, oh, what happened? Like I know the third Hokage meant a lot to you, and she's like, no, my husband died.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and then he'll be like, I know the third Hokage was everyone's husband, not her.
I feel
It's like
like
my
It's the will of fire. Let made him all of our
I
husbands.
feel like it may have been a couple things. One, it's kind of like an honor thing. Like,
Yeah.
you died at the same time, so you get to be respected at the same time
Mm-hmm.
as the third. But also, it may be because their village just got fucking destroyed, so they were like,
oh yeah, they just
this
don't have
is
the
all
time
we
and the
can
resources.
do.
Yeah.
Like, we need to get our shit together and rebuild this village from the ground up.
Yeah.
So here's a little funeral for everybody that died. Thank you for what you did.
Yeah. And that's basically what they're doing. And everybody's like laying white roses down in front. And Iruka remembers after the death of his parents during because his parents died when the Nine Tails attacked the village. And the third helped him through his mourning process because Iruka, and it's really sad. I don't like this episode very much, but it does have good lines other than that horribly written scene. But Iruka's like, no, my parents died in combat. They were brave warriors. I have to be brave. I can't cry or admit that I'm alone. But the third Hokage's like, well, you're not alone. You're with the whole village, and it's okay to cry. And they hug, and it's great. And in the present, Konohamaru's crying, and Iruka's hugging him, and it's like the will of fire. It gets passed on. It's beautiful.
It was beautiful.
I was just praying here that like Naruto, because he saw Konohamaru crying.
Yeah.
I really was praying he wasn't about to go into like a giant speech.
Yeah.
He's like, Konohamaru, stop crying.
Yeah, what if he just said
oh my
pussy
gosh.
and then got away?
Oh my god.
Bitch. Cut. Kyo.
Oh my god, I was peeing yesterday, and you know what? I was just in my head. It was going.
What if you replaced the funeral scene with that music?
Yeah,
that
I
go?
hear that music in my fucking nightmares now. All the goddamn time.
I just started singing it just
Right?
with people.
Whenever-
One time
I think
was
you
like,
spend a lot of your time at the gym, and
Yeah.
it's a very stationary song. You can be on the treadmill going like dun 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 dun. Dun. It's terrifying.
It's a good track though.
The Naruto
It really
soundtrack
is. It slaps.
runs my life.
It does, yeah. Yeah, you know who didn't go to the funeral though, or at least part of it? Kakashi, and also everyone's favorite character, Yugao.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
Yugao.
go.
Hayate's wife,
Hayate closure arc.
so
or girlfriend,
like,
or we don't know,
important.
Or sister.
or sister,
Or cousin.
or cousin,
Or
Mom.
mother.
yeah.
Or a stranger
Literally-
that saw him
I
once
feel
on the
like at one
street and
point they
decided
were
to
like,
mourn him.
The Hokage and Hayate and everybody who died. And I'm like, why is
Why is
Hayate at the
okay,
same level?
why
as
is
Hokage?
Hayate so
Look,
important?
if
What
whoever
happened?
made Hayate must have been like, what just happened?
I just moved the table. It was definitely really loud, so it's a good thing we
Jesus.
addressed it. But sorry, you were saying.
Fuck. No, definitely whoever like pitched the idea to Kishimoto about Hayate was probably like his close homie.
No,
from,
no,
like,
this
school.
stuff's not in the manga. So somebody in the anime department read the manga and was like, this coughing guy, he's fucking brilliant.
He's the main character.
Yeah, he was reading the show and he was like, I don't get the snakes, I don't get lightning hands, I don't get bug bones, but I get one thing.
You would definitely like be like that when you like you'll like find like
Yeah.
a show and then like over the garden wall you'll be like,
True,
oh,
true.
the frog's the main character all
Well, that's what
along.
they were talking about that in our Discord, about how like mad people build fan fiction around just random
Yeah,
jokes.
yeah.
But this feels like fan fiction that just accidentally got 2 scenes in the actual anime.
I love it.
I love
Closure
it
arc for
too.
Hayate. Let's get it. Let's
Yeah.
get it. Let's
What,
get it.
what closure? We will never learn why he
So
coughed.
funny.
No,
We
you
never
don't
will.
need to
Unless we
know
do.
why he coughed because it went from like wondering if we'll ever get anything to now it's revenge. You know, it
Yeah.
became Kill Bill. That was
did.
just
Fuck, it
it was
did.
just a prequel.
Wait, who killed Hayate in the end? It was Baki, right?
Baki,
that
fully,
dude,
like, yeah.
that sand dude who was like Gaara and Tamari Conqueror's
Yeah, he was like the
version of
sand Kakashi.
Yeah, sand
yeah,
Kakashi. Yeah. So
Sand
like,
Kakashi.
is Yugao gonna kill Baki? I would watch that, like a
Right.
Kill Bill style hunt down of Baki.
Because right now we just finished Kill Bill Part 1.
Yeah.
And so now Volume 2 is gonna be like the
Yeah, this was all actually a setup to Yugao's story, hunting down Hayate's killer.
It's no longer NaruTalk.
Yeah.
Yugao talk.
Yugao.
Yugao assassinates
Yeah.
Baki, the
Yeah.
podcast.
That'd be good.
Oh my god.
So,
I'm stressed.
oh yeah,
You should just write that every week.
yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I'll just make it
We
up.
record ourselves fully talking as if we're like in a news story,
Yeah.
and like constantly trailing behind them, like
Oh,
Nightcrawler.
we will do it in
Oh
universe.
my gosh,
yeah,
that'd be so funny. Yeah, we could like walk around and like have all the background noises of like the world being like, now we're following like
What are you fucking kids doing here? He's running down the hall.
Uh-oh, it's the sand defense.
It's it's the
Force.
Sand University Police Department.
Scorpions.
Oh no!
Oh my god, it's a million scorpions.
Ah.
What is Scorpion? Sounds like
Scorpions
Visco
are
Girls.
fucking evil.
Yeah, scorpions are evil.
I'm a Scorpio.
No,
Offended.
not
a scorpion.
Scorpios.
Yeah,
No, I
scorpion.
know what a scorpion is. It's a joke.
My moon's in Scorpio. All right, let's try
Oh,
that.
my moon's in Aries.
I really don't know this shit.
I'm Sagittarius
Me
rising.
neither.
But,
What is my moon?
Scorpions, like not only
You have to know when
stingers, but big meaty claws.
So they're like
Snip, snip.
snip, snip,
Yeah,
snip,
no,
sting.
scorpions are horrifying.
Yes, snip, snip, sting.
One time a scorpion stung my mom's leg, and then it almost rotted off while she was still alive.
Why are your eyes wide? And what
It
is
was like-
wrong with you?
Write a
Are
book.
you okay?
Do you remember how Orochimaru's arms rotted off? Like,
Yes.
yeah, that was my mom's leg. It was
Why?
just
You need to
dead. It
write
was
a
just
story
dead and
day
You
by
should.
day of everything that's happened in your entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just roll with the punches, man.
I think he would like have.
No, you're just getting
Like
punched.
multiple
Yeah, bro, go to therapy.
Punch
You
and
make a
stung
lot
by
of money
a
on
Fuck.
that, I think. Like a franchise.
Yeah, and then he'd probably kill him.
Crazy.
That would be
And then
bad.
what would we do? How would we make more NaruTalk if I killed myself?
That would be bad.
I know, I
We'll
tell
do it
myself that
after
every morning.
NaruTalk.
Well, that's the plan.
Not kill yourself. Write a book. I meant write a
Oh, I
book.
really thought you meant kill
Oh,
yourself. I was
oh.
like,
I'm not
"Where did
telling
that
you to
start?"
don't kill you. Don't do that.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you are struggling with mental illness or anything, reach out. Find
Yes.
someone. People do care about you, even if you don't know it. And in fact, if you're listening, we care about you too.
We do.
And if you need anything ever, DM us. Like,
Yeah.
if you're sad or anything, DM the NaruTalk account, and I'll be like, hey, man, it gets better. Don't worry.
Yeah,
'Cause it
you
the
could
best
be
person
like,
ever.
Don't
We
read
love
this on
you.
air because it's private.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And we won't.
And we won't.
Wow.
Well, that would be funny though if somebody emailed us something horribly
We've
depressing
had a
and then
reader response. Rico.
this guy's crazy. No.
Here's a 5-star review. Man, I can't take it anymore. My life's in shambles. My wife's left me.
My wife, who found out
Your
my wife
wife's
had...
left you?
My wife's
I have a troubled life.
Yeah. He had 4 wives and it all crumbled
they
in the
all
same
left
day.
all
Yeah.
at once.
Imagine such a thing.
No, but like if you get dumped by one wife, that's like that
Well,
sucks.
you've
But,
got
like imagine
backups.
4, you gotta just end yourself.
Yeah.
now.
Did they all leave at the exact same time? Or
Well,
were
yeah,
they,
it's a
like,
crushing
staggered?
blow.
See, I
after
was
blow.
thinking that it was like you wake up and your first wife leaves you, the one that you woke up next to, and then you go out for like brunch with your other wife and she leaves you, and then you go out for like lunch. I guess you're hungry today.
You're just really hungry.
Or you meet up at the office with your third wife and she's like, I'm leaving you and you're fired. And then you go,
And you're fired.
you only have
She's
one.
your boss?
Yeah, she's your boss. And you only have one wife left and you go to the pub and she's your pub wife and she's like, oh, let me get you a drink and you want to kiss? And you're like, of course I do. My day's been horrible and I love you. And she's like, well, I don't love you anymore and you have no money because I took it all. And then so it's like the one after one after one. And just
These are all
everything's bad.
strangely specific.
And
This is crazy.
so
Yeah,
you've got
this
no
happened to
wives,
Leo.
no money, no job, and now you're nothing. You're living on the streets, and all you've got is this podcast. And so leave us a 5-star review. Tell us their tale.
It's a really good.
I think all of those things happened to my dad.
Really?
Happened to Liam.
Let's get him on the pod.
Bimbap?
Yeah.
Bimbap would love it.
Hey,
Bimbap would love Naruto.
yeah, show it to him.
I will.
We'll put it in that 6-week period. Did
Catch
we
him
talk
up and
about
then
that
he
on
can
there?
guest.
Did we talk about that on there? That 6-week period that we had in the summer where we don't have
I
any
don't know
content
if we've
planned?
talked about it.
I feel like we talked about it
Oh,
at the
probably
top
not.
in this episode. Basically,
No, I think it was before we started
over our
recording.
summer break, there's 6 weeks that we don't know what to do with because we don't have the time to record stuff for it. And also we want to take a break in between original Naruto and Shippuden, so I'm trying to figure out what's up in those 6 weeks. And if you have any suggestions, email me or DM us.
Or have Morgan's dad talk for 10 minutes about what he thought of all of Naruto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or text me. My number is 413-358-3398. Or
Is that
text
true?
Morgan. Her number is 518. I don't know the rest, actually. I don't have it memorized.
It's also not 518.
Oh. Does anyone else want to give out their number? Katie? Want to give out your phone number?
Was that your real phone number?
Yeah.
No,
Don't
I think
do
I'm
that.
okay. You can DM
Can
me
you
on
can
Instagram
you do
if
the
you
can
want.
you do the beep sound effect when you say that?
Yeah.
Just be like, my number is beep 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 beep. Let's like that.
Yeah.
Beep.
I'll see how I'm feeling on next Sunday.
Right now, he's too delirious with NyQuil to know that that's.
Yeah.
a good
I
idea.
am pretty delirious. Can you guys help me
Yeah.
stay on track a little bit?
Yeah.
So this like fucking they're at the shrine where these ninja all any ninja that died in combat died there, and well they're buried there, and so Yugao is like,
They
hey,
died there. They all died at that one
Yes.
spot.
Also, I don't think that's true.
what?
Because
the
one, like, stone.
I know.
Imagine how many ninja have died during battle.
Well, and that's what I was thinking. I guess it's like a memorial, but then why would the third Hokage not be memorialized there, and all of the other ninja?
Because he's...
Oh, I guess.
He has Mount Rushmore, bro.
Yeah, and also,
Yes.
actually,
He's
as I
fine.
say that, I realize the third Hokage and all the ninja that are being buried with him died during the attack. Technically, Hayate died earlier when Baki killed him.
To be fair, also no other Hokage has ran 2 terms. Just saying.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
third Hokage. He's like,
Do they bury the dead Hokages in their heads?
They should.
Okay.
No, those
Like
are where
a
the
pyramid?
shelters are.
I don't know.
But maybe they have a little room in there.
'cause
Where do they bury them?
They would
Can you
have to.
Can you have a dead body if you get brought back as a zombie? Because remember the first and second Hokage got zombied, so like where like
They
No,
probably have to like
their
blow
souls.
you up.
That was their
Yeah.
souls in somebody
so
else's
their bodies
body.
are still around.
Their bodies are still chilling.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess we don't know where they keep
They
them.
should blow them up. I feel like
Yeah.
that would solve. But
Fireworks.
yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I want to be fireworks.
Yeah. When you die, put fireworks.
No, right now.
Right now?
Would you want to be
Yeah, we all
a
know.
firework,
Before
or would you want to
Morgan
be
dies, we
strapped
can-
to
If she
fireworks?
dies first, we can make her fireworks.
And we
Yeah.
will.
Just yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That works.
Don't. Whatever happens, will explode you.
Perfect.
So, anyways, Yugao is like, "Hey, Kakashi, you're here. Are you paying respects to?"
Don't touch my fucking.
Yeah,
wrapper.
sorry. It's bad for sound, so I don't want to touch your wrapper, man.
Yeah,
It's-
sorry.
Don't touch it. I didn't
I'm
have
not
to.
trying to. I'm not trying to.
Man, you got your finger on
How
my
do you do
peanut
it by
butter, bro.
accident?
Well, I don't know. I was
Anyway,
just
so
sort
what
of
did,
fingering
what did she say to
the
him?
table. She's like, "Are you paying respect to Obito?" And Kakashi's like, "That's another name, by the way."
That one's current.
Yeah,
He
and
doesn't
you,
get a strike for that.
and you get.
Oh, how many strikes is he at? 2, right?
2.
Like 80
One more
throughout
we-
the
we
last
killed
3
him.
weeks.
For the week.
Yeah,
2
two
for the
today.
week. Yeah,
One
yeah,
more
yeah.
and we just killed him.
Yeah, I get killed on air.
I'm
Strikes
not gonna
is
tell. I'm not
crap.
gonna say it because you guys obviously won't get the context. But if
Yeah.
he slips up, I'll just start swinging, and you guys gotta be confident with me, okay?
Yeah, dude, you
Well,
have
I
to do
think if
laser
you do
sound.
that, we would be
Have to
like,
start
oh,
fighting.
Liam said another name,
Yeah.
so that must have been a name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then you guys gotta start swinging with me. I can't take on Liam just by
and
myself.
you have to do
guys.
laser
Yeah,
sounds.
we could do it. I could.
You
I
could
could-
easily.
I could
Well,
take
I
You
can't
as
take
well,
it by
Mark.
so
myself.
fast.
I
You-
can take him by myself, but I
No,
think the 3 of us
okay.
combined.
I
would
could take
No.
Liam.
I
Both
don't
of
think
you,
could take me.
both of you alone could easily take me.
I could take Liam.
I can't.
No, I think you could.
No. Liam would like a pretzel.
So-
Would destroy me.
No, I
Would
feel like
cross me up, dunk me.
I feel like Liam
Kiss
has
me on
too
the
much
forehead.
love for you that he could not.
I'm scared of Raj, actually.
I'm terrified.
You're not scared
Liam.
of me?
No. not
I'd be
really.
terrified of you, Morgan. I feel like you would like bring out like a gun.
Yeah. Do you have
I'm
a
from
gun on
upstate
you?
New York.
Do you have a gun on you?
In
You
my
might.
vagina.
Yeah, you are from upstate New York. You might have a gun on you.
But like probably like an artsy gun.
My
but,
father
like,
is a member of the NRA.
Yeah.
She has a paint gun.
but it shoots actual bullets.
Yeah.
I modified
Yes.
it.
Modified paint
bullets.
gun.
He's an artsy
Yeah.
gun.
It's a fully automatic rifle
It's
now.
just
but
an
it's-
assault rifle.
There's still there's still paint, but
I modified my paint gun into
Yeah.
a
Just
bigger
painted
bigger
bullets.
purchase.
yeah.
Painted bullets, so they're colorful.
Wait, so with the paint gun, you just shoot like paint?
Paint
Like
balls,
paintballs?
Like paintball.
They're
Paintball?
like,
Oh, paintballs. Okay, so
Yeah.
but, like, do you use it to paint?
No.
oh, you
Would
could
that be
though.
crazy?
Yeah, I think
I
think
they
people
have.
do.
People
yeah,
probably
Someone like
anyway, so
shoots
what's
thingy.
happening in the Naruto world?
Yeah.
You
Without
guys like
paintballs?
maybe instead of being late for shit all the time, you should just come earlier to more in Obito. And Kakashi's like, nah, man, I've been here literally since dawn.
But you're still late now, though.
True, but he's like, this site makes me think about my mistakes, and I like have so many regrets and stuff that when I come here, I just get caught up in it. So I guess that's why he's late all the time, because he's always mourning this guy Obito, and then he just
How
gets.
did nobody figure that out?
I thought you were being mad at us for being
So
late
did I.
to something
I was
at
like,
first.
what?
Like I didn't realize you were talking as her to Kakashi. I thought you were talking as Liam to us, and I was like,
No.
"What were we late for? What's
no,
going on?"
What? No. No. That's
You're
what
like,
you
maybe
guys
instead of
said.
being late all the time, you should just
No,
whatever. I was
no.
like,
Yeah, because
what
I was
did
like,
we
what's
do?
happening in the Naruto world? You were like, well, maybe. And I was like, what did I do?
No. That's what you guys saying to Kakashi. Anyways, and so if you remember, that stone thing is right by those posts from the bell exercise, and Jiraiya's on them, and he's remembering when he was a kid, he got tied up on those posts just like Naruto did when he was a kid, because they were both like, because they're so similar. They're both little knuckleheads running around. They're
Baby
crazy.
Orochimaru is fucking scary.
Yeah, I like Baby Jiraiya though. I think he's cute.
Baby Jiraiya is so his little face. He's just like all
Yeah,
grumpy and like
so mad he got tied up. That little scamp.
That little guy.
So even though it's shinobi law not to cry or show your emotions, which we learned about, I don't know, Sakura was talking about it one time or something, no one in the Leaf Village has been untouched by the Third's kindness. That's the point here, really. And everyone, and everyone's grappling, like, it shows flashes of everybody with the Third. They're sort of grappling with their own personal griefs and memories.
I think it's the smartest thing to do
Yeah.
for like, just to like, okay, because like, okay, so this moment was like really tear-jerking. I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys cried. I like totally
It's
cried.
beautiful, man.
But like,
I have no emotions, so
Yeah.
oh my god, we get it. You're edgy.
Wait,
Oh
have
my
you guys
God, we get it.
never cried at Naruto? Not even
No.
once?
But okay, this part made me bawl like a little bitch, right? So I was crying. But like Naruto telling you, like with this obvious super, like you're supposed to cry, and he's saying a real ninja isn't supposed to show emotion.
Yeah.
It's because you're supposed to be like 10 when you watch this, and you're a ninja.
Yeah.
And Naruto's like, real ninja don't cry, so stop crying, you bitch.
But then also everybody's crying.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So it's supposed to
beautiful.
make you show that like real ninja can cry, but also
Exactly.
stop crying.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
better.
It's-
I think it was a cool like
I love it, man. I love it.
little baby
it
moment.
was cool. I just didn't cry.
And we also saw that the Third has like touched. He's really had
Everybody
a moment with
loved
everyone.
the Third.
Yeah.
The Third loved everyone, and I
And-
love it.
And then there's another
Sorry,
horribly
Toby.
written exchange
Yep.
between Naruto and Iruka that didn't make a lot of sense. Naruto's like, "Why do people sacrifice themselves?" And Iruka's like, "Because the people that they sacrifice themselves for are worth doing that to do."
But even that made more sense of what actually happened.
Yeah, it wasn't
no,
great.
it was
And then Naruto's
really
like, "Oh, I
confusing.
get it." And then Kakashi arrives and he's like, "It means the Third didn't die for nothing." I don't know.
Well,
I guess.
he didn't.
Yeah.
But he was like, I get it, sort of.
Yeah.
And then, but
And then Kakashi
because
arrived and
nobody
said
else
something
got
unrelated.
It either.
Yeah, it wasn't.
He
nothing.
died so we could make this episode of
It's
NaruTalk.
true. Yeah, the Third Hokage died for us.
Oh.
Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. The rain clouds disperse, as do many of the funeral goers. We sort of skip forward ahead in time a little bit. And Iruka considers the strength of the love and friendship among the villagers a flame of passion that will surely one day birth the next Hokage.
So good.
Yeah. And then That's really the end of that arc, and we'll talk about it at the end of the episode. We'll do our little arbitrary arc assessment. In a way, that's the end of the whole Chunin exams arc, because I think it's dumb that technically there's another arc in the middle, the Konoha Crush Arc. I think that's dumb, you know? It's basically still the Chunin exams. They're in the amphitheater for 90% of the time.
Yeah.
But
That's true.
it ends. And then we cut to some strange misty morning, and there are these two cloaked men looking on at the crumbled leaf village, and they have these big old straw hats and these black robes with red clouds on them.
Ooh.
One of the men wonders if the other still has feelings for his old home, but Itachi Uchiha assures his partner that he has none.
Ah, he's here, baby.
Yeah,
Let's go.
what did you guys think when you saw that?
I did not put together that it was him until they showed the
Did
like
we
Sharingan.
learn that it was?
It didn't say his
Itachi?
name. Well, but it did show the Sharingan.
It showed the
yeah.
Sharingan.
Yeah,
Well,
but
'cause
like I assumed, but I wasn't
Yeah.
like, oh.
Yeah.
you said it like as if we knew because he said his old home,
Right.
which I didn't figure it out until there was a Sharingan.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like his old home, but he's like from wherever those
His old
hats are.
home.
Wherever those hats are from. He's a village hidden in the hat.
Straw Hat Village.
Itachi's from the village hidden in the hats. Nice.
And then I was like, oh, got it. So he ran away to live in the Hat Village.
Yes. He killed his family because they didn't support his hat having and ran away to live in Hat Town. It's true. No, but what did you think when you saw
I don't know.
it?
I got really excited because when I was looking for my Sharingan.
Fuck, did you see Itachi?
No, I did not see Itachi. I didn't know how edgy this motherfucker was.
Yeah, yeah.
Relax.
Okay, cool.
But I did see the cloud.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what that is, but I want to get that tattoo. I don't anymore.
Oh, yeah.
But
You should. That,
cloud
would
like on the
that would
road?
actually be a good tattoo.
They the outfits are the coolest.
Oh,
thing
those,
It's fucking
those robes are
fire.
so goddamn cool.
It's like a tripled like turtleneck.
Oh, yeah.
It's you have to literally like use your hand to
It's a
unbutton
turtleneck
the
with a
turtle-
collar with another turtleneck on top of the
It's
collar.
absurd. It like puts
Yeah, he had
Kaiser's
his
to
hand
shame.
on the inside, right? To
Yeah.
like, undo it.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
But
You
you
have,
know,
to be, you have to be tall as fuck, right?
Yeah.
Because it like you can still see his eyes clearly, so it has to be like up to here at the very least, but also wide enough to be in front of your face.
Yeah.
So, but like the fact that he can put his hand inside means it has to be really spacious.
That's true.
Or he's not wearing it through the arm sleeve and he has his arm through the front hole.
yeah, I think that's what it is.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's
The
absurd.
point is Itachi wears his cloak weird. But, so that's the end of episode 80 is we just get this tease of these two cloak guys, right? And
Consider
then,
me teased.
yeah. And then,
What'd you say?
Wait, what did you say?
Yeah.
I didn't really hear you. I was just-
Consider me teased.
oh, yeah.
Stop responding like that.
I'm sorry, it's my default. It's just like, yeah.
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 It's just an encouraging yeah. That's not a bad
Wait,
default
everybody?
response.
3, 2,
What are you doing?
1. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I did not know what was happening.
Wasn't that the
at the end
vine
of the
of the
three.
basketball kid?
Yeah.
Stop. Stop. That kid's like
Crackhead kid.
took a basketball to the face.
Oh, yeah. That is funny. Yeah.
I used to be able to make that noise.
It's a good vine if you're out there and
People
you're...
take
Anyway.
balls to the face.
Go ahead.
On Vine? Because Vine doesn't exist.
What?
You said it's a good Vine if you're out there, and I said on Vine because Vine
on
doesn't exist.
Bite?
You know, Vine still
that?
exists.
Bite is Vine 2.0, actually.
Bite is Vine 2.0.
Anyway,
But
so let's
TikTok
Yeah,
is
we
the
all know
spiritual-
TikTok is
No,
Vine
TikTok
2.0.
is the third of
It is.
Vine's
better
Jumanji.
in every way.
Why did everybody forget about Musical.ly?
'Cause-
Because that happened to be
'Cause
tweeted.
Musical.ly-
It's
No,
the
yeah,
same thing
Musical.ly
as
was
TikTok.
different though.
No.
You know, Musical.ly was
It was
different.
the
Yeah,
exact
Musical.ly
same thing
was
as
No,
different.
no, because it came
People
out the
weren't
same
using it
time
the same
as
way.
They weren't using it the same,
Vine.
but
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah,
what it
Musical.ly
was-
was out at the same time as Vine too.
And then you had
But
like really funny
in-
Viners, and then Jacob Sartorius. Like,
well, a lot of
lip
things were
syncing.
out at the same time because TikTok was out for a really long time at the same time as Musical.ly.
Wait, really? I thought TikTok
Yeah.
was the
But
new
when it got
Musical.ly.
really big,
But
Yeah.
it just wasn't popular
you
at
just
first.
answered. You just vouched for what I was saying. You just said I thought TikTok was a new Musical.ly. So it went
Yeah.
Vine, and then it went Musical.ly, and then it went TikTok.
Didn't TikTok like buy Musical.ly?
Yeah.
Musical.ly's not real anymore.
Yeah, yeah. I think it is. I
just
think it
talk
is.
about fucking
TikTok
Naruto.
By, no. I think it is TikTok by Musical.ly or something now. Like I think or whatever.
Musical.ly
But
by TikTok.
in their own little bubbles, it went Vine. Vine was really big, and then
Yeah.
Vine died.
Yeah.
And then Musical.ly
But
got
Musical.ly
really
never
big.
like.
Vine became Twitter.
Well, Vine became
Fucking talk
TikTok.
about Naruto. I can't do this anymore.
It's complicated. The internet is.
These are like the dumbest apps to argue about ever.
Whoa.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, asshole.
Some of us feel very strongly about Vine and its related apps.
Okay. Well, I don't.
I care about Twitter.
Do you even have
okay?
TikTok, Katie?
No.
Oh,
my sister does.
Yeah. Well,
She does. So I like know all the songs that people use.
Do you know any of the dances?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen them a whole lot, but I can't do them.
Well,
Morgan does.
oh, that's good. That's good. Good for you. Under the cover of heavy morning fog, the two cloaked men head towards the hidden leaf. When a sentry tries to stop their entrance, Itachi knocks him unconscious with a single glance. Later, Sasuke... Yeah, cool. I wonder what power that is, right?
Single glance power.
Yeah, single glance jutsu. Side eyes jutsu.
Resting bitch face jutsu.
They would call it
Better
that.
name than
Pursuit jutsu. So later we see Sasuke training on a rooftop, and he's sort of flashing to the memory of his mother and father and his whole clan being dead. And he also imagines, do you remember that time that he was like talking to his curse mark, and the little baby version of himself was like, "Hey, you suck," and he was like, "Oh, nuts, I do."
I don't know if I'm freaking out, but there's like a delay to your voice, and I just can't stop hearing.
To my voice?
Yeah, so every time you talk, I also hear you talk like again.
Whoa.
Like,
Are we
it's like,
dying?
whoa. I think I'm freaking out. Everything is just like.
Yeah.
Did
Just
you
try and-
take NyQuil?
No.
Try and focus on
Recreational.
the old Naruto.
Raj, question.
Yeah, what's up?
You're water only.
Yes.
So if there's a medication that is like a liquid, can you take
Oh, that's
it?
an exception.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Like, but
He's
like,
not a loon.
to be fair, I don't often use medication.
Yeah.
But if I had to like
The old Pepto-Biz.
If you, like, what's the
Pepto-Biz or
doctor
like
will give
cough
you?
syrup, or if like
Yeah.
a doctor just makes me chug like his pee, I have to, you know.
That
It's-
happens.
As they often
It's
do.
not-
Back
doctor
alley
shit.
city doctors.
Yeah, water only just means like no juice, soda,
Yeah.
alcohol, like that shit. Like the drinks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was just curious.
Yeah.
The ones that make me a buzzkill at the party. No one's gonna be like, Raj, you're an asshole for not chugging
This Pepto-Biz.
Everyone's doing it,
We're
bro.
a PB household. Yeah.
You
Huh?
need to go to bed.
Yeah.
I will someday.
Your homie kicks down the door. Fresh Dr. P, just got
Yeah.
it. Just
Dr.
cop.
P, Dr. Pepto.
Whoa.
His mom.
The NaruTalk team drinks Dr. P.
Yeah, do you like Dr. Pepper? You seem like you might.
Worst soda
hate
ever.
it, yeah. I figured.
Disgusting.
I like Dr.
I also love Dr. Pepper, which is why
The
I
soda
assumed that
ranking
Raj
goes,
hated
it's ginger ale, it's Sprite, Coke. That's it.
I like root beer.
Root beer
most.
sucks. Root beer is right down there with Dr. Pepper.
Alright.
All
Root beer's
fruits
the
as sodas
best.
are also down there. They're in the low
Fruits
tiers.
as sodas?
You fucking said
Actually, there's like banana soda. I don't support
That's
that.
disgusting.
No.
I don't support
Pineapple
that.
soda's good.
Terrible.
No,
Wrong.
don't support.
Fanto
Although-
Suckus sucks.
It's interesting, you're the person at the party, because I feel like if you have to get soda for a party, you go with 4 sodas. You get regular, diet, clear, and with a twist.
Yes.
So it's like Coke Zero, and then
Sprite.
or ginger or
Yes.
whatever, and then with a twist. That's your free space. It can be root beer.
It's
can
usually
be,
a Tropicana.
It's usually a Tropicana, yeah, or a fancy
Yeah,
or
like
whatever.
a like an orange soda.
Yeah, it's the 4 pillars of party soda buying, and I have lived by that my whole life.
Yeah, I have been a big clear soda family most of my life.
Oh, clear soda's good.
Sprite and ginger are just so
Yeah,
good.
no, my family just loves all the sodas.
I never liked ginger ale until I don't think I had ever had ginger ale until I came
Every
to
time you say
college.
ginger ale, like my eye twitches.
Yeah, every time you say ginger, it sounds less real.
Say it again.
Really? Ginger ale?
No, like, I'm like
Ginger ale?
freaking out. I don't know.
You're torturing, Rob.
Yeah, I'm just like imagining what soda tastes like again.
No, we gotta move past this.
Oh.
He'll really get triggered. I don't.
drinking tea.
I know. I don't want you to turn to the bottle. And when I say the bottle, I mean
Oh, I
Schweppes.
almost offered you tea earlier. I forgot you were water only.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
How can you forget?
I don't know.
He's
No,
so
people-
proud of it. I would never forget.
Yeah, but he's not like a dick about it though. Like I've
But-
met
but,
some
like-
people who are water only are dicks about
Some
it.
are.
Yeah, but like I could never forget that because I'm so impressed by it because I'm a weak ass bitch.
It's
No,
true.
I'm just
No,
so
I'm
resistant to
pretty.
caffeine.
I didn't mean. I meant like I relate, not like you're like.
I'm a pretty like. I wouldn't say I'm a very
Why?
strong person, and I'm into a lot of shit that I shouldn't be into. But like, really, it's usually the first month. For anyone who's like struggling, like trying to get over something or like getting into something, the first month is always the hardest. But like, if you stick with it,
Yeah.
whether it be like water only or going to the gym or
Yeah,
like,
whatever it
doing
is,
whatever,
make it routine, and then it's just easy.
routine does solve it, you know. And then at that point, like you'll get into the mindset of. Like, I did water only, like, for 6 months before committing to it, and then I broke it with 1 soda. I was like, oh, 1 soda's fine, right? And then I just, like, had, like, a whole mental breakdown. I, like,
Yeah,
started
good
throwing
too.
up. That brought up a whole more shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
But it was, like, don't, like, you have to make it a routine, but don't falter on it. Like,
Yeah.
not, just one is not okay.
One day off leads to every day off.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. And, you know, take rest days.
Yeah, you rest, but stick to it, or
Stick to it.
you won't stick to it.
Yeah.
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 Everything in moderation.
Speaking of working out in the gym and stuff, just going back to the outline, Naruto is working out in the forest.
Yes.
And then he heads back to Leaf Village to get breakfast, only to find Konohamaru standing before the third Hokage's little statue, or his, monument. And Naruto is like, "Hey, buddy, it's good to see you." And then Konohamaru is like, "Yeah, school hasn't started again because of all those, terrorist attacks, and we're just building up shit again. We're like, everybody's working together to build."
Gotta stretch so bad.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just stand and stretch. It's all good. I'll just keep going.
Yeah, just keep going.
The two haven't talked in a while, so they like kind of struggle for words, And Naruto, I think he kind of expects Konohamaru to go off with him, but Konohamaru is more mature now, and he's like, "No, I have to help build stuff up, so I'll do enough training for the both of us." Naruto says, and it's cute. And then Naruto reminds Konohamaru that he has a long way to go if he's ever gonna beat if he wants to beat Naruto to being Hokage.
They're gonna beat the shit out of me. You gotta feed.
And then he gives him a free Ichiraku meal ticket, and he's like,
"So were you not fist bumping me there?"
"Oh, I was just pretending to hand you a meal ticket."
Why would you hand it like that? No, it's
Go
like
get
that.
yourself-
Your hand was two up.
No.
You were. This is
because
fist
I was
bump.
showing you the meal ticket.
No, if you're showing me, then you go lower down here. That's the etiquette of if it's show pass, it's up,
Nobody can see
deep
this.
down.
Yeah.
So fist up above your head, deep down, arm going at like a
Look at
a
this.
like a whip.
Look at this Ichiraku.
You don't like from the forehead to the center because that's fist bump. Like that's like mid motion. I think that's the intricacies of passing and fist bumping.
Yeah.
The
And
thin
this
line.
is Obama.
Yeah. What?
What's up, Katie? Why are you pointing at me?
Forgot nothing. I don't know. I was gonna say something and then you went on a whole tangent about that and I don't remember.
That's alright. Look, Naruto gives Konohamaru that meal ticket, and then Moegi and Udon pull up, and they're like, "Yo, let's go build some blackboards."
Oh, he's.
What?
I half remembered it said. Oh, okay. Oh.
You're so close.
Gears are turning. Gears
Come
are
on, Katie.
turning.
I remembered it and then said,
Come on, Katie. Let her think. Let her think. Come
Wait.
on.
Okay, so Naruto, they're having a conversation.
Yes.
Naruto.
You're right.
Crap! I keep saying oh.
You're so close, Katie.
then don't say, oh, just say what it is.
Whatever her process is, let her
Really
process.
start working.
True. Katie, what's your thought? Do you know? Naruto, they're talking. In front of the thirds thing.
They're talking about the third. Oh, he says that he's gonna be the. He's like, you're looking at the next Hokage. He thinks he's ready to be the Hokage right now because they need to pick up. No, Naruto. He's like, you're looking at the fifth Hokage right now.
See, I don't know if they know yet that they have to have a Hokage immediately because like these kids, it's like kids that like were born and like they only ever knew Obama, like I think for Naruto and Konohamaru, it's weird to picture the next Hokage. They don't know how it's gonna work.
Dude, imagine Obama
It's all
being
they've
your
ever
first
known.
president.
I know.
To be fair, I don't even remember Bush running.
Yeah, well,
like his presidency.
I had younger siblings that they only ever knew Obama, but my family was really like East Coast liberal, so they were always like Bush sucks,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been a Obama guy.
Oh yeah.
life.
But it's just interesting. So yeah, I feel like they
Obama.
probably don't know how the whole Hokage process
That's
works.
true.
Yeah.
That took me way too long to figure out
Obama
what I
makes
was
no
gonna
sense.
say.
Obama?
I was trying to abbreviate Barack Obama to a cool it's Bobama, but it's just
Obama.
It is.
Alabama.
I love Obama.
Sounds
So-
like he's from Alabama.
Does it?
Doesn't. Anyways, so when Konohamaru and Moegi and Udon leave, Naruto hurries off to go get breakfast, and then we cut to deep in the desert, where a squad of Sand Village shinobi, including Baki, make a horrific discovery. The mutilated corpse of the fourth Hokage. No.
The Kazekage.
The Kazekage.
dude,
I kinda
that
ruined
shit
reveal.
was crazy.
I don't know why I said fourth Hokage, just because I know he's dead, I guess. I'm just thinking about dead people. Yeah, the Kazekage's dead, and so are his guards, and they've been dead since before the Chunin exams. They're
That's-
all decomposed and shit.
That's mind blowing. That's
Yeah.
That's insane.
So this answers a big question of why were the Sand Village evil? And it's Baki's it's because it was actually Orochimaru the whole
Yeah.
time, and
Yeah.
he tricked us into thinking he was the Kazekage and led us into war. But Orochimaru is paying the price for that conflict because in his lair he struggles to keep his temper with Kabuto,
I
who's
can't believe he has a lair. That's such a villain thing.
it is such a villain. Well,
He is a
the
villain.
village hidden.
I know.
The village hidden the sound he made.
I know.
So,
So
but
it's like his lair.
His
the
whole
thing.
village is a lair. Yeah, he just has a
crazy.
big old lair village.
Wait, say that again.
What?
Layer?
Lair.
A lair.
Lair.
You say
No,
like I
you
do.
don't
His whole
say it like
village
a
is a
word.
lair.
Lair.
His whole
We say words
Lair.
weird. A lot of
Yeah.
people complain about how we
His
say
whole
like
village
names
is a
and
lair.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's just because
But that's just how we
everything is
talk.
wrong. That's just how we are.
What if I talk like how like Morgan talks?
Do it.
What is that supposed
Yeah,
to
do
mean?
it.
Do it right now.
Because then
Yeah, do
no.
an
What if I
impression.
had your voice?
Do it right now.
Yeah, do an
It's
impression.
not your impression.
Right
I
What
was-
if I talk? No, our voices sound the same. I can't, like, that's the whole reason that
How
we
would I
needed
talk
multiple
like you?
guests. Because
I don't
our
know.
voices
I just
are
don't
the
know how I would like talk. Like,
I just don't know how I would, like, talk like you. That's.
well, I just sound whiny. Like
I just sound.
bitch.
I just sound whiny. That's just
Do
me.
me, do me.
Do me.
That's not.
That's
why
not
why am I
Morgan.
a
That's
nosy?
not.
I'm
why
a
am I
Morgan. Hello. And this is Katie. Beep boop beep robot.
Pew, pew,
And
pew, 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 pew.
ah, we are future. Like that's you.
Yes.
That's
We are future. Anyways, Orochimaru is
Megatron.
paying the price for his attack because, Kabuto's like, hey man, you killed 2 of the 5 Kage. That's weird. He said that, you remember? He was like, you've got 2 out of 5. I assume he was talking about Kage because
Oh.
that was
That's what he was
my
talking- I
guess.
didn't know.
Yeah, but
Maybe.
you heard when Kabuto was like, hey man, 2 out of 5 down. And
Yeah.
the only thing that I know that are 5 of and that Orochimaru has 2
one
of.
hand.
Yeah, I guess
One
if-
foot.
Maybe he has. Oh yeah, 2 arms, his legs, and his penis, and they're all gonna fall off. And it's 2 down because his arms are gone now.
Oh god.
Yeah.
See,
there you
I
go.
assumed it was like not like just now, not while I was watching it because I didn't have that moment, but it was 2 arms, 2 legs, and then the last one is his head.
Oh, yeah,
me
that's
too.
good
And then he
too.
dies.
Now he has
Penis.
3 heads.
Yeah. But we know he has 2 peni, so actually it can't be his
Hempine.
penis. Yeah, we know he has a hempine, so it can't be his head. No, it can't be his penis because then it would be 2 out of 6 down because he has 2 because he has a hempine.
Well, that's one for safety.
And so, well, no, I think they just leave the body in his hempine, and they
Maybe he just
hang-
like cuts one of his peen off to make a peen.
Yeah, but then.
No longer.
Oh yeah, actually that makes sense too.
He would cut his.
It's all possible.
I like how like it's very clear that Orochimaru is the boss guy and Kabuto's under him, but Kabuto is talking to him. And he's just like
He's really mouthing off.
he's like you're just a dumbass,
Yeah,
aren't you?
yeah.
You had it all figured out, and look
And
at
then
you.
it
no
fucking fell
hands.
apart, you son of a bitch. Although he does manage to lift Orochimaru's mood a little bit because he's like, hey, even though you failed and you suck ass, you irrevocably imprinted upon Sasuke. Your influence will never be lifted, because he's got the curse mark and shit. Yeah. And like, even though he lost all of his arms and jutsu in the process. And then we get a big info drop and like reveal and like, whoa, everything's fucking connected. Because Orochimaru is like, man, I wish that we got Itachi Uchiha all those years ago when we had the chance, because now he's stronger than both of us. And we see this hand that's like rotted and it has this weird ring on it, and we don't know what the ring is, we don't know whose hand it is, but it's just in the room.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, the reason that I left this mysterious organization is because Itachi is so strong that I couldn't get at him. Because we know that Orochimaru wants Sasuke's body, and I guess he wanted Itachi beforehand.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What? Yeah. Did you figure something out? Did you have a little O moment?
Yeah, but like it kind of spoils what happens later in the episode.
I think as long as it's in these 3, it doesn't matter.
It is. So like when we see Itachi, he's in the cloak.
Yeah.
And they very clearly like they're like, oh, I didn't even at some point what's her name?
Kurenai?
No.
The one that's not the one with the cigarette?
Kurenai.
Kurenai. She's like, wow, he's so fast. I didn't even see a hand sign. What if he only has one hand?
Itachi?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because you don't
Did
see
we
his
see both
hands.
his hands?
Because they're in his sleeves.
No, we did see them both.
Did we?
Yeah. I only
He
know
gets
that
really sexy
because he's
for
got
a
the one
second.
that's like
It's really
hanging. Yeah. He gets a little fabulous. Yeah.
I loved, dude, like definitely inspiration for like outfits and stuff.
I love that Itachi has his nails painted.
Nails
That's
painted,
so
the
fucking
ring.
Nails,
cool.
and even the toenails. They
Yeah,
like show
Emma
shirt.
would flip out.
Emma would flip.
Yeah, there was a character who had their nails painted, and Emma could not understand that it was a boy.
Emma.
That happens to me at the daycare
I
a
also
lot.
thought you said
Yeah.
Enma, and I was like, what?
Enma.
Back
Back
the Monkey
when we
King would
co-hosted
freak
with
out.
Monkey King Enma.
But the daycare, dude, it's like a thing, because I paint my nails often. The kids constantly, no matter how hard I explain them, they're always like, boys can't have their nails painted. Why do
Yeah,
you have
it's.
their
I mean,
nails
we've talked about it
painted?"
before, but it's crazy that kids aren't woke. You'd think they'd be woke.
It's
up to
strange.
more.
You think that, they should be, like, accepting of all things, because they're still new to the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yet it's still very, okay.
Yo, we really get people hateful early.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
It's fucking it's scary just how hateful those kids are off rip.
There was the cutest girl by the daycare this morning. I was walking to class really early, and she just stood across the street and she goes, "Hi." And I was like, "Hi," and then she was saying a bunch of things that I couldn't understand and,
she
like
took
walking
out a cross
towards me.
and lit it on fire.
It was so cute.
What do they look like?
She was just a little girl with like a white feathery skirt and
What if it was Tinkerbell?
It was at like it could have been. It was like 8 a.m. though, so she might not have been there. When do you work?
Maybe. Well, it doesn't matter when I work. I just know it's good amount of kids.
Well, I don't know. I
What
couldn't
did the kid
describe
look
her other
like?
than what she was wearing today.
Did you not look at the kid who was talking to you?
Well, I did.
Did you not look at their face
Katie looks
with their
through the
hair?
child. Humans are
She
nothing
was
to
blonde, I
Katie.
think.
She was what?
Blonde, maybe.
Katie. Look, do you know where we live?
But also, even if we get to the bottom of this, what's the best case scenario? You can't say a kid's name on the podcast.
No, but what if
Well, but
it's like
it could be
it could be
the
a kid?
girl.
I know, and I'll go
So
off
let's
on a
just say
tangent
it's
like
Tinkerbell.
here. Well, it's not because she's not blonde.
Ugh.
But
I mean, she also could have not been blonde. I'm not really
Katie just
sure.
made that up.
you're just making up a profile right now for a kid who may not exist.
Katie described someone once
Oh.
as well, I don't really know, but I think they are not white.
Descriptive. Love it, Katie.
I really could not tell. I don't know.
You're that's just not the way.
I
The
couldn't
kid is
describe the
yelling
person
at you. Right? No, but serious context. The kid is yelling at you, right?
You should know.
You just stared at it and was like, cool dress.
It wasn't
I
wearing a
was talking
dress.
to her. She was cute.
Was it wearing a dress?
No.
Was it? It was wearing a skirt with white
What are you
feathers
pointing
on
at?
it.
What do you
Or
need?
did you look at my hand? Because it's
At the laptop.
immediately above your laptop.
What do you need on
I'm
that?
saying talk about Naruto.
Oh, yeah, we will. In the village. Sasuke.
We will. Yeah, Morgan.
It's all good.
Fine.
Sasuke is like watching clouds in the village. He's all trained out. He's just chilling. And then he sees this bird and he's like, oh, it's Kakashi's famous bird that he sends out, I guess. It's his tweet. Get it, Raj? His birds go tweet.
Just stop it.
Yeah.
Keep going.
No.
Keep going with the outline. I'm not gonna go
Naruto
with
runs to the village. It's like under construction. He's like, man, I want to get some breakfast. And then also those two cloaked guys they're like looking over downtown Konoha. And they're like, oh man, we know the location of our target, so it'll be nice and easy to get them. Elsewhere, Jiraiya is using his telescope to spy on women bathing.
Of course he is.
Of course he is.
That's what he does, man.
It's not great, but he's caught and scolded by the Third's advisors, Hamura and Koharu, which are... how recently did we get introduced to them? Like, pretty, right? But I don't know. They're like the vice presidents of the Leaf Village, kind of. And so they're or like the secretaries of whatever, everything. And they're like, hey, Jiraiya, the Sand Village surrendered, and they're blaming it all on Orochimaru, and so the Leaf is like, yeah, we kind of don't have any choice but to accept because we're really weak right now, and because we're a global superpower that just got hit by a devastating blow, at least Hamaru and Kaharu are sure that enemy villages will attack soon. And they're like, hey, you know what we really need while the Leaf Village is recovering? A strong leader. And at a council meeting the day before with the Lord of the Land of Fire, to explain that, it's like, you know how the villages are military? So the Lord of the Land of Fire is in charge of the actual land, like with all the civilians and stuff. So like he way outranks the Hokage. You know? Yeah. So these advisors met with him, and they all decided that the new leader of the Leaf Village, which is basically the new military leader, should be Jiraiya. So that's why Hamaru and Kaharu Hamura and Kaharu are there. Jiraiya tries to refuse, but then they're like, hey man, nobody's going to be more suited to this job than a legendary Sannin. But Jiraiya's like, but you forget, there's another legendary Sannin that isn't a terrorist. So
there's one more.
As far as we know.
Yes, I know. As far as we know,
That's
literally.
so funny.
But he's like, hey, don't forget about Tsunade, which is cool, like a woman president.
Female Hokage, yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
I'm here for it.
So Hamura and Kaharu agree that if Jiraiya can track down the elusive Tsunade, they'll at least consider her for the position instead of him. And so they're like, hey, by the way, you should probably take a squad of Anbu, because this is going to be, you gotta like track someone down and shit. But Jiraiya's like, oh no.
But also, they were just like, we don't trust you enough to not just disappear.
Well, yeah, because that's,
Which
he
is
totally
so,
would.
Like, they were like, the elusive Tsunade, as if she's, like, not as elusive as
I know,
he
Jiraiya
is.
showed up like literally a month ago.
He's so elusive.
Yeah. But Jiraiya's like, no, I don't want the Anbu. I'm gonna take my own little egg.
He's like, don't worry, I won't go away. And then they were just like, oh, okay.
Right,
like we believe you
That's
immediately
true. That
when you say
weird.
it once.
Yeah.
But they did want to keep more tabs on him than they ended up taking. That's a good point.
Yeah.
But and then he calls a little egg, which I thought was funny.
It was.
So I quoted that.
It was very funny.
At the ramen stand, Naruto can't buy breakfast because he can't find his free meal ticket. That I guess he gave one of them to Konohamaru and he can't find. He thought he had two. Elsewhere in the village, Kakashi is reading Jiraiya's book, Make Out Tactics, and he's met by Asuma and Kurenai, who seem to be on a little bit of a date. Because Kakashi's like, hey, what are you guys up to? And Kurenai like blushes and looks away. Yeah. Asuma takes a drag of that little cigarette, and Kurenai's like, oh no, we're just buying rice dumplings for Anko.
But we definitely knew some, like, 2 teachers in high school like that.
Yeah.
Fully,
Asuma and Kurenai are definitely the teachers
My
that
2
are
teachers
fucking.
in high school were lesbians.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's
Go
Asuma and
them.
Kurenai.
They're lesbians.
Yeah, did I just touch your knee?
You did.
I'm sorry about that.
We're the 2 teachers in high school.
I thought it was funny that Asuma, Kurenai, Kakashi, and Anko were all involved in the same conversation.
Yeah.
Like, Kurenai probably just has, like, a girls' night with Anko. That's so
Yes.
weird, right?
They
She's
just
like,
open
yeah,
panels.
just picking up my girlfriend some rice dumplings. It's like they could do, like, Sex in the City, but, like, in Konoha, you know? Like a spin-off where it's all like the adult women in the city and they're like, ooh, we have to go fight ninjas, but also it's crazy.
Your
It's a
like
crazy
eyes
town.
right now are so glazed over, and I
Yeah.
feel like you're just saying everything that you think of, which rarely happens.
Yeah, I am. Sex in Konoha. Well, no, that wouldn't work actually. That just sounds like a porn. But like you get it, right?
Jiraiya's next novel.
You get the idea. Yeah.
Oh.
I bet that's what Make Out Tactics is like, except not with real people so much, but you know. But like I would watch a show about Kurenai and Anko and whoever else. Are there any other women in the show? Kind of not really. It's a little fucked up.
Yeah.
Sakura's
Well,
mom.
You could include that, the one who's after Hayate's revenge.
Yugao. Oh my god. Imagine them all getting like little day drinks and stuff. Oh man. Sex in the City Naruto style. Let's see it happen.
Tell Allie to make it.
Yeah, true.
She'd love to.
Allie's a big fan
She
of
loves Sex in the City.
Sex in the Naruto village.
Yeah. Well, we tried that and it sounds
Sex
weird.
Have her
in
make
the-
whatever this episode title is, and then also make an edit for that because she just won't.
Oh, she's gonna love making. If I make the title of this episode "Sex in the,"
She'd be so
Sex in the
excited.
Leaf Village.
Sex
She'd
in-
put so much detail into it.
Sex
You should
in
honestly put it just
Shinobi.
for the art.
it just sounds too sexy. Is the thing. I don't want.
Well,
people
but it's Valentine's Day.
It's
Sex
not
is
gonna
in
be
the air,
Valentine's
but it
Day.
will be
Sexy
pretend
sex
Valentine's Day
times
for
and the
us.
But it
sex
won't be
plays.
for the
There's
world.
just no alliteration.
The
I just
world
can't
will.
find any.
I
For
know.
us, it's real Valentine's Day. For the world, it'll be pretend Valentine's Day.
All right. Yes. A week later, the entire world must pretend for us.
Yes.
Yes.
Be in love with us.
Yes. Yeah. Please do. Write me a DM. I can feel it right. So the two cloaked men are drinking tea in the building behind Kakashi, and what?
So sketchy.
Oh yeah. So Kakashi's like, oh, I'm just out to buy decorations for the grave, like Obito's grave, and also to join with Sasuke because we are gonna meet someone. So Asuma's like, oh, I guess I just said it, but he's like, oh, you're gonna go visit Obito, and Kakashi's like, yeah, in a way. Which, what did that mean? Right? Did
he
you guys
gonna kill
hear that?
himself?
I know, right?
It's alarming.
Did you heard that?
Yeah,
Right? He
yeah.
was like, are you gonna visit Obito?
Scary.
And he said, in a way. What the fuck?
That's
What
yeah.
could that possibly mean?
He has him in like a bottle in his house.
But like, I don't know. I didn't that.
That's
But
straight
I
up
also
suicide talk.
feel like it must mean something. So how did he meet him in a way? I don't know.
Don't spoil.
Anyways, I'm not.
I
I'm
don't
just
think he knows.
thinking.
I'm pretty
just
sure this
thinking.
is unresolved. Looking at
ponder.
his face.
Yeah, that's true. Anyways,
I just
Sasuke shows up and then he's like, "Hey man, something. I'm Sasuke." And then the camera cuts to like so we can see what's behind Kakashi.
What's so funny? What are y'all
Yes.
laughing
What is so funny?
drugs.
He's on NyQuil.
I know,
Yeah,
but he's
you know what
stumbling
NyQuil
on
does? It
things
fucks
and
you up.
he's yeah.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Raj, you're
It's the
also
most fucked
freaking
up
out
I've
and
ever
fucked
been.
up. So like the two of you are fucked up right now, and it's fucking hilarious.
I'm not freaking
You're
out.
not freaking
I'm not. You're not. Well, you're freaking out.
I'm always freaking out.
Yeah, he
You
just
should
keeps
stop
saying things
freaking
like
out.
not
My
a
default.
person.
Don't make that your default. Your default should be not freaking
It's
out.
been my default
I don't
since
get
day
that.
one.
You don't.
We're just laughing
always a good
him
time
being
change.
silly.
But like when I do NyQuil, you know what I do? I just go to sleep. I'm normal. I'm fine.
Well, because you go to sleep, but if you take NyQuil and then stay up, this happens.
No, you can still stay up.
Well,
and be
let's maybe
that's literally false.
maybe you should focus on Naruto and not
Okay,
on
focus on
me
Naruto.
being. I was focused on Naruto, and
I
you
just
were
was
laughing about me
giggling.
being on
Yes,
NyQuil.
because
Let's giggle about
you sound
Naruto.
crazy.
Let's giggle about how Itachi and Oh, I almost said his name.
Oh, I got yourself. You better get that.
That was gonna be my first strike. I was about to die.
swing on you.
Itachi.
What if they all did attack Leo, but that was just they heard all of a sudden, like
Oh, you were-
silence and just like crazy, like what is happening? Morgan dives over the microphone.
Itachi and his other mysterious friend, they leave just before Sasuke gets there, and Sasuke's like, "What's going on?" And Kakashi's like, "Let's get out of here." And then he like nods at Asuma and Kurenai, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we got you," and they jump off. So then we cut to the ramen shop, and Naruto's in his underwear, and that's it. It's weird. He's like, "Oh, where's my meal ticket? I gotta get naked for this."
Is there not like a shirt and shoes rule at
She has no shirt.
I don't know.
We give you a bowl of free ramen refill.
If you take off your shirt and
Yes.
pants and
That was the
shoes,
goal?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Who is the ramen shop old man, and why did he let Naruto get naked in the store?
Yeah, that was so
These aren't the
weird.
questions that we want to be asking. However, if we want to get octagon with it, we can.
There's several moments that need to be octagon.
Yeah, there are a couple octagonal things, like when Jiraiya calls Naruto a little egg.
Little egg.
Yeah.
That was weird.
That was
You're
weird.
going to jail.
Yeah,
Wait, why was that weird?
I don't know.
He said,
My
"I
little
got.
egg.
I'm really interested in a little tiny egg.
I've got to scramble my own little egg.
I got an omelet
See,
to
but
fold,
I
and
think the
it's
way you're
Naruto's
saying
asshole.
it, and for everyone listening, he's making a very suggestive
Well-
face while doing. Jiraiya just looks like that. He can't help it.
Well, I know, but it was.
Yes, he can.
He could help
That's just
it.
his fucking face.
He could
You
help it if he
yourself
stopped
then.
being a
Fix
bird.
it.
Whoa!
Exactly. This is how he looks.
Oh my God! That was so personal.
Oh, how
wow.
the turntables.
How my heart is sinking.
New arc. Now I
you-
cancel Raj.
You did not cancel me. You just called me so fucking ugly that I should
don't-
change.
You call him ugly.
I don't think I
Actually,
did.
I'm
I
not sure
wasn't calling
what you
Jiraiya
said.
ugly.
Yes,
I was
you-
saying
you
that he
told-
makes
I don't
think
suggestive
Jiraiya's
faces. So
ugly.
maybe I think you have a sexually suggestive face, Raj.
Oh!
I think that's the opposite of an insult.
Is it? I don't know. That's terrifying.
What?
I don't know how to feel anymore. My body went through like several shifts.
Look, just think about how you should feel about this. Those two cloaks guys are walking along the waterfront, and Asuma and Kurenai jump in front of them, and they're like, "Yo, who are you?" And then Itachi's like, "Oh, hey, Asuma and Kurenai," and they're like, "What? How do you know us?" And so this is when we find out it's Itachi for real, but like we all already knew. He takes off his hat and he unbuttons the robe and he puts out his hand and just sort of dangling it there. It's weird, but it's like, and then Asuma's like, "Oh shit, it's Itachi Uchiha," and his Leaf Village headband has a cut through it, which is fucking dope. Like,
It is.
if you're just listening along and you've never seen Naruto, give Itachi Uchiha a googs, because this guy looks cool as fuck. Then his teammate removes his hat to reveal a hidden mist headband with a mark through it, and he's like, "Hey, I'm Kisame Hoshigaki."
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go,
let's
baby.
fucking
When do we meet
Let's
Lava
go.
Girl?
Ah, that's funny because he's a shark boy. Yeah. I don't know why
I
he's
didn't get
blue.
I think that's his whole shtick.
Sharks
Is because he
are-
has the
He's
shark
like water
skin.
with
Yeah.
the gills and.
But
I think that's
So
like.
Would
what
a
is
red
he?
shark look better?
Well, why is a fucking Orochimaru a snake?
Because it's a snake.
Okay, so he's a
I
shark.
guess. Yeah.
I like him as a shark. It makes sense for his evil villain
It
character.
does.
Yeah, I'm
It's
not saying
fucking
it's
creepy.
bad. I've just never understood it. He's
Well,
just
you're
a
not
shark.
supposed to understand Naruto.
All right.
You're
Shark
supposed
Week,
to
bro.
accept Naruto.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyways, yeah, he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And they both have the same ring as that
Yeah.
rotted hand in Orochimaru's lair.
Yeah.
So that's like definitely important. Asuma is like, "Hey, I'm gonna take you both down." Oh, and then also they recognize Kisame. He's like, "Oh, you killed one of the feudal lords, and you're a wanted rogue ninja." And also Itachi, you did that thing where you killed an entire clan. Itachi is like, "Hey, stand aside. You're not the ones we want to hurt." But Asuma is like, "No. You got to tell us what's up. Tell what's going on." And so Kisame takes down this blade, which is fucking gigantic and bandaged up, and it looks cool as fuck. And he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna kill you two." But Itachi's like, "Nah, dog. Keep it low key. You're like pretty flashy a lot of the time." So Kisame, throwing his hat aside, he starts swinging the sword, and Asuma like deflects with those little knife knuckle things that he's got. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
which
talking
are so
about?
cool.
Yeah, they're cool as fuck. And then Kurenai, behind Asuma, initiates a genjutsu, and Itachi notices it just as she seems to just evaporate into thin air.
Which was weird.
Yeah, but it's cool though.
It is.
Asuma can't match Kisame's immense strength, and he's doing that like the lightsaber thing where you you locked in combat.
Yeah,
And
so
Asuma's
cool.
got the 2 knife things, and Kisame's got the giant blade. But Kisame keeps bearing down on it, and then suddenly Kisame wins out, and he comes down. But his sword isn't actually a sword. It's like a sword on the cob, kind of.
Yeah,
it's like a giant.
It's made out of like giant, like pointy bits.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of downward-facing scales, so it's like a cheese grater. It's literally a gigantic cheese grater.
Well, and like actual shark skin
Yeah.
is
Like a chainsaw.
so sharp.
Yeah, or like a chainsaw. And so fucking Kisame drags it back and just shreds Asuma's arm, which is
so cool.
It's fucking nasty, man. And he calls it shark skin, which is Samehada. I'm not sure how to pronounce it because they haven't pronounced it in the dub yet. Because for some reason, they fixed this in Shippuden, but for some reason in the dub and original Naruto, they just give everything an English name instead of making it sound cool, like with the Japanese name, you know?
Who knows, man?
Like fucking the bring people back to life jutsu, they were just like, oh, it's reanimation jutsu. But then in Shippuden, they call it Edo Tensei, or Edo Tensai. And then here they call it shark skin sword, but in Shippuden they call it
Well,
Samehada.
because we're supposed to grow with Naruto, so like when Naruto comes out, it's reanimation for us 10-year-olds.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
when we're older, it's Edo Tensei.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Anyways, he's like, yeah, this sword doesn't slice, it cuts to ribbons. As Kisame steps...
His dub voice acting is so fucking funny.
I'm pretty sure they changed his voice actor from the first time when he was like, hey, Itachi, does this remind you of your home? Because in that episode, he was just like, hey, buddy, how is it being back? And then the next episode, he's like, I'm Kisame.
I'm a shock man.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure they changed that. I guess it doesn't matter. Anyways, as Kisame steps back, Kurenai's Genjutsu takes effect, and Kisame's like wrapped up in mud, while a tree suddenly sprouts behind Itachi, and the branches sort of wrap him up. And then Kurenai appears from the trunk above Itachi, and she stabs down towards him with a kunai, but in an instant, it's Kurenai who's trapped in the tree.
So cool.
And Itachi's in front of her.
Just him being in front of her is amazing.
So
shot.
fucking
It
dope.
was really
and
cool.
he's like, a Genjutsu of that level, I can easily reflect it.
I will shit on you.
What the
He's
fuck?
like, you weak ass.
That's
bitch.
dope as hell. Then Kakashi runs towards Kurenai with his own kunai, but she manages to bite her lip hard enough that she snaps out of it. We've established a lot that if you cause yourself pain, you can often snap out of Genjutsu. So she manages to do that and dodge, but then they have a little taijutsu fight, and Itachi fucking kicks her off the path by the water.
It was so bad.
And she lands on the water. Yeah. Before she can even stand, Itachi just appears behind her, and he's like ready to take her down. But then somebody appears behind him, and he's like, "Hey, man, stop!" And then above, Kisame and Asuma are like dodging each other's attacks, you know. But then Asuma punches by Kisame's face, and because he can extend those blades with his chakra, it cuts Kisame's cheek.
So cool.
Yeah, and so Kisame's like, all right, playtime's over, and he does water-style water shark bomb jutsu, but Kakashi, our boy, appears, and he counters that. He copies it with his fucking Sharingan, and makes his own water shark bomb, and they cancel each other out in the air. And then, so it was also Kakashi who appeared behind Kurenai, and Itachi's like, oh shit, it's you. And also, like, everyone kind of recognizes Kakashi, even, I think even Kisame. They're like, oh shit, it's you. And then we cut to the ramen shop one more time, and Naruto's enjoying breakfast, and he's like, oh, turns out I tucked the meal ticket behind my headband. And then the noodle shop guy gives Naruto a couple more noodles. He's like, don't even worry about it.
Got undressed.
Oh my god, Kate.
That's what I was referencing.
Holy
You
shit.
think Naruto stripped for breakfast?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, is it shocking?
That's a dark life.
that is a dark
That's
life,
what I was
though.
trying to reference before, but I was waiting for it to happen so that you'd know what I was talking
Wow,
about.
that is dark.
That's crazy. Katie, you're on a next level.
Yeah, Naruto strips for noodles. That's
Naruto strips for noodles.
yeah, that's
Nude
something else.
Naruto for nudes.
Else.
No, like NO.
Nude Naruto.
Nudes for nudes. Nudes for nudes.
Naruto's nudes for nudes.
Naruto's nudes.
Hey there, girls, and hey there, dudes.
Oh my
Come
god,
on
that's the
down
name
to
of your
Nudes for
porn
Nudes.
shop.
That was a good one.
Rogers nudes for nudes.
No, I mean it would be.
Yeah, and they just give you
Naruto's
spaghetti and
Naruto.
meatballs, and you give them porn. It's your dream, Raj.
Here, Raj, here's spaghetti and meatballs. Thanks, kid. Here's some porn. I just what an exchange that would be. I'd be.
Thanks, kid.
Thanks, kid. Enjoy all the porn. Ninja, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Leave.
So Naruto's eating those noodles, and then Jiraiya shows up, and he's like, "Hey, you eat like shit," and then the episode's over. That's how it ends.
No, he's like, you're always eating ramen.
Oh, you crazy little guy. You little egg. Oh, and he pinches his cheek and gives him a little kiss, and he ruffles his hair, and he's like, oh, you little scamp. I love you so much.
He winks at the camera before the episode closes in a circle.
Yeah, and then the curtains just draw on the ramen shop. Yeah.
Anyway,
That's the end of episode 81. We still have one more, though. So, let's do that.
Yep.
It opens up.
Yeah, I think we should talk about a different show now.
Let's talk about Bleach. Sasuke holding a small candle. This is how episode 82 opens. He's just holding this candle. He's walking into this mysterious building. Then in the village, Naruto is complaining about being brought along. Oh, because Jiraiya's like, hey, I want you to come with me on this trip. And Naruto's like, I don't want to go on one of your fucking perverted research trips, you crazy ass motherfucker. And then Jiraiya's like, oh no, this adventure's a little different. I'm looking for a specific, remarkable woman. And Naruto's like, I don't want to find you a girlfriend, you weird ass. Get the fuck out of here. And I just want to train. And then, because Sasuke has like lightning hands, and Gaara's got sand shit, and even Temari has wind, just like everyone else. And so, all Naruto has is some friends that are frogs. That's not really a superpower.
True.
And so Jiraiya's like, well, you couldn't even master the Chidori because it's not your style. But Naruto's like, no, I'm not going to go. I got to work. Leave me alone. And then Jiraiya starts to walk away, and he's like, all right, well, I guess I just won't teach you that brand new jutsu that would make Chidori looks like child's play. Maybe I'll just go find Sasuke, and I'll bring him on my little... Oh, yeah, that should be fine. And then so obviously that works on Naruto. Yeah. And he like books it back to his house. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna pack a bag and let's do it. Let's have this little quest. Yay! Yay! This arc.
Yay!
Yay! The Search for the 5th Hokage arc. Yay!
Yay!
You guys sound like the default like fixed again garage band where it's like kids cheering. Yay! It's so sad. Guys, cheer up.
It really is. It's like you lost at Five Nights at Freddy's. Yay!
Why would we say yay?
No, you know at the end of Five Nights at Freddy's. Wait, does that happen at the end of Five
No,
Nights
when you
at
lose,
Freddy's?
they go ah, and then you're eating.
But wait, when you win, do the kids go like yay?
I don't know if bro. I haven't seen anything about that game for like.
Have you ever
years
played that
now.
game? Have you guys ever
The
played
first
that game?
one, yes.
No, I taught an art class where they all played it and like talked about it the whole time, so I kind of
That's
heard
so
about
weird.
it.
It's good.
They
You
were
taught
all,
a Five
like,
Nights at Freddy's art class?
six.
Yeah, it was how to draw furries.
It wasn't on purpose.
101.
Like it wasn't on purpose.
Intro to
They just
furry
all
art.
happened to
Intro
be
to furry
fans.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense, you know.
They were like really little. Like they were too little to like reach a water
Don't
fountain.
tell me
where I had
about
to
what
pick them
little
up.
kids are drawing furry art, Katie. That's gross. God.
I played the first one when it came out,
Yeah, me
but
too.
like
It was pretty scary.
yeah, and then I kind of just fell off of it immediately.
Oh, yeah, me
Jump
too.
scares are like the cheapest form
But
of
I think
like
I think
horror.
FNAF was well made. Like I agree.
FNAF 1 is-
but FNAF 1
sure.
is kind of a masterpiece.
Jump scares though lowest tier of
It's
like,
true.
horror.
It's true.
What's that one game where the girl turns into a tree?
Toy Story 3, the video game.
No.
Just
What?
one episode is all.
One
I ask.
episode where my computer doesn't do
What? It turns into a tree.
Yeah.
Was this an anime? What were
Ori
we
and the
talking
Blind
No, it's a video
Forest?
game.
A video game where a girl's a tree? British Terabithia. Lord of the Rings.
She isn't a tree. She turns into one.
She turns.
She has a cat.
Oh, Frambo.
Yep.
Frambo is so
Frambo?
fucking good.
Yeah.
Oh
Frambo.
my god, it's this fantastic game about mental illness and
It's
it's
so-
so scary.
I've
it's
never even heard of
dope.
it.
Oh my
Frambo?
god, it's so
Thank you
scary.
for knowing
It's
that, Raj.
terrifying.
We're friends now.
Of course Raj knows it. Raj knows everything.
This is true.
It's because this fantastic YouTuber I used to watch, they used to
Uh-huh.
do gaming content. Now they do like surrealist art and music and like claymation stuff. They're called Jordan Underneath.
Huh.
They're like, that's like, okay, I was thinking about this. So like my niche of YouTube content that I've enjoyed was always like normal boots, which was like PBG, like those like game review
Yeah,
contents. Like that was it. And then like as I got older, you know, it went from like PBG and like normal boots guys to like Hidden Block show. That's Kadikarus, Brittle Moose, like all those heads. And then you move on further. Now we're in like the current age, and you like at that point beforehand, you always had these like one-offs, like Some Call Me Johnny, and now you have Scott the Woz, Nitro Rad, K Bash, like all these like awesome like cool new niche people. And Jordan Underneath was one of those like one-off during the Hidden Block times,
Yeah.
and now that's why I know Frambo.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting is that I didn't really know what was going on just then, but I 1000% guarantee you that someone's going to send us a message that's like, oh my god, Raj talked about this, one of the people that he was named, and they're going to like freak out and
Yeah.
love it.
I hope so. That's
Yeah.
like all my references are all I wanted. Like
Yeah, it's a powerful thing to have.
It is.
So on the water, back at the waterfront, Kakashi is like he's worried because he has to go up against a Sharingan master, but Kisame is actually worried about going up against Kakashi. He recognizes him as the copy ninja, and Kisame's like, oh shit, you have eyes just like Itachi, like that's scary. Kakashi notices Kisame's blade, Samehada, and he's like, oh, you're one of the 7 swordsmen of the mist, just like Zabuza was.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's
throwback.
crazy. I know, more fucking lore, more fucking big swords. I love it. Kisame prepares to dice Kakashi to ribbons, but Itachi commands his comrade to stop. An all-out confrontation between the two with Kisame's method would be too loud, too dangerous, too time-consuming, and like entirely antithetical to their goal. And so Kakashi releases the clone that was with Kisame, and he just faces Itachi, and he's like, "Yo, speaking of goals, what's yours?"
They're always just trying to be like, yeah, you guys mentioned a goal.
Yeah.
Do you mind?
Just out of curiosity, why are 2 wanted terrorists just getting
rolling through?
That's weird.
Like, but these villains also, to their credit,
Yeah.
they always want to talk about their goal.
They do, like...
They do. I mean, whether it be cryptic or not.
Right.
They'll
They'll tell
tell.
you something. Yeah.
They do talk.
So then we cut to Sasuke, and he's like in this weird bunker that has Uchiha's, the Uchiha like crest painted on the wall. And it has this framed piece of text also on the wall and a stone tablet that has writing engraved on it. And he's reading the stone tablet with his Sharingan, which is very cool. Does anybody have water that I can drink? Or anything?
No, I've been going through a drought recently.
A little bit, but I'm afraid of getting re-sick from you.
Are you kidding me? I'm breathing all over you right now.
I've been leaning towards Morgan a whole lot.
Okay, here's what we'll do. I'll read the outline. You go get water right now.
I didn't proofread this outline.
Yeah,
It's fine. I got this.
Alright. Wait, last thing that happened was that... Oh yeah, he's reading that text for the Sharingan. Alright. I trust you. Run the podcast.
Okay. If you just start saying some crazy shit.
Keep it Naruto.
Okay. Well, what is he... okay. Kakashi brandishes a kunai to press Itachi to unveil his mission, but the Uchiha assure that his battle methods are far more efficient, and he grabs a handful of shuriken, forcing Kakashi to leap back. With only a look, Itachi commands tendrils of water towards Kakashi, who blocks him with water... Oh, wait, what? Oh, you didn't proofread this at all. You're so right.
I know.
Okay. Who blocks him with water wall. Is it just water wall?
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
He doesn't call it a jutsu.
Oh my God, I
He just
love
goes,
that song.
water wall! With water wall just in time. Suddenly, through a clone of Itachi appears behind Kakashi and stabs him.
Well,
Through-
how far did you get?
right here. Let me finish the stanza, man. Through that, Kakashi was a water clone. Parentheses, which Kisame is flattered by.
Okay, yeah.
That's
Did you guys
narration
follow
for
that?
Naruto.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so,
I mean, we did watch the episode,
Yeah.
so we do know what happened.
To their
That's
credit, they did watch
Yeah.
the episode.
but yeah, so...
How was it as a host? Think I can do
Incredible.
It was
Yeah.
good, yeah.
You've got so much like energy.
I just tried to channel
tenacity.
Liam. I was just
You're in
like,
trouble.
that's how my Liam would sound.
Yeah.
I would just need to read more.
I feel like you're more tenacious than Liam.
I don't
Tenacious.
I don't know what tenacious
I know,
meant. Are
me
you
too.
Googling it? What does that
Yeah.
mean? Let's see if it's an
Tenacious,
insult or
tending
not.
to keep a firm hold of something.
No, what? I mean, you are on drugs.
I am under.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
more hinged than Liam is currently.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
But
anyways,
currently, that's a big episode.
Yeah.
Sometimes I be losing my mind.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
frequently.
right now, the only
Frequently?
Liam in my brain
Really,
is the
Katie?
drugged up
You're gonna
Liam.
give me that's how confident you are in my mental state?
Yo, I've just been doing a lot of drugs because I'm about to go on vacation, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna take a big tea break the entire time I'm out
That's
there.
smart. Tea breaks are
Yeah.
important. My body's been hurting a lot.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's killing us.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, the real Kakashi.
So anyways,
I assume,
dying.
I assume that yeah, we're dying. It's fine. I assume this makes sense. I wasn't in the room, but the real Kakashi is beneath the water's surface.
Yes.
Yes. It was a clone that Itachi did something to.
So, when I saw Kakashi, all I could think about was you bottom feeding in the pool.
Oh yeah, he's like crawling along the bottom of the.
And that's what
When
you
I
do.
go into a pool, I exhale all the air from my lungs so that I sink, and then I just lie on the bottom and crawl around.
Yeah,
And
she
he
crawled
did
out.
it at
It
me
was
a
really
lot.
scary.
That's
And
terrifying.
then he goes and he grabs your ankles.
But like,
He's a
you are a
bottom
shark.
Yeah, I'm
Shark
Kisame.
boy.
Yeah. But yeah, he's beneath the water's surface and he jumps up and he grabs Kurona and he's like, "Yo, it's a bomb!" Because one of the Itachis was a bomb, I guess. But it was actually a clone. And then Asuma jumps into the explosion. It's cool. So then we cut to Naruto and he's packing his bag. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna learn a new jutsu and Sakura's gonna give you a kiss and Sasuke's gonna give me a kiss and Kakashi's gonna give me a kiss and everyone's gonna give me a kiss."
Everyone's kissing me.
You just want the
Yay.
key.
I know. On the waterfront,
I don't think so.
the big explosion that
The big
explosion. Oh, it's the oh
It's
we're
the CEO.
We're gonna call him the CEO podcast. Ding, ding, ding. Hello? This podcast is so off track. You have to talk more about Naruto and less about your lives.
Yes, honey, I think it is bad. Yes, it is very not good.
No, it's good, guys. The tangents people love it. I do not like tangents. I like
bad.
cheese and I like Naruto. And I like my wife.
I love you.
I love you too. Let's go get some cheese.
Okay, want to watch Naruto?
Oh, this is my favorite thing to do. It's cheese and Naruto and my wife. My top 3 favorite things. Okay, I've got to go. I've got plans now. Goodbye. Man, that was a shitty phone call. Guys.
Yeah, what a wacky phone in that
Man,
one.
I don't ever want to talk to Mr. and Mrs.
CEO podcast ever again. Yeah, me neither. So, okay. It's raining down water because Itachi's clone exploded, and Kakashi's like, yo, watch out for this motherfucker. He was made chief of the Anbu Black Ops when he was 13.
Yeah, that's fucking
That's
insane.
as old as Naruto and Sasuke.
That's
He was the
hardcore.
chief of all those motherfuckers with the animal masks. That's insane. And so he's like slinking towards our heroes, and Itachi notes that Kakashi, who seems to know a lot about Itachi, he's done well to hone his skills with the Sharingan, but still, he wasn't born with it. So he cannot compete with an Uchiha.
Do we know how he got it?
No, we don't.
Okay.
And in fact, this is the first time that we're being hammered over the head with the fact that he wasn't born with it.
Yeah.
Like, this is them really being like, yo, listen, he was not born with it.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
He's like
Yeah.
beating the shit out of you.
Be wondering how he got it. Be thinking about that. Yeah. But, so Itachi is like, hey, I'm going to show you what a Sharingan can really do when it's wielded by an heir to its power. And Kakashi, terrified, he's like, yo, Asuma Kurenai. He gets really scared. He's like, do not open your fucking eyes. Because...
Okay, Bird Box.
True. Yeah, good reference.
Or Indiana
They're in the-
Jones?
They're
Or
in the
Indiana
water.
Jones. Yeah.
Or what other movies made them not open their eyes? Eyes Wide Shut? Was that Kubrick?
No, their eyes were open.
Eyes Wide Open. Fuck.
No, it is called Eyes Wide Shut, but their eyes were open.
Fuck.
It's a trick. It's a ninja movie.
It's a ninja.
It's like how
Greenland,
Kabuto was
Iceland.
like, yeah, it's like Greenland, Iceland, or Kabuto saying, I'm gonna run, I'm not gonna run, and then just running. The classic ninja
The
strategy.
classic ninja strategy.
Yeah.
Just do it.
An interesting line, Kakashi's like, oh, my Sharingan can compete even with Itachi's Mangekyo Sharingan. That was just like a random thing that they said.
That was some jargon they dropped.
It's some jargon, and as they do with jargon, I'm sure it'll be explained at some point.
It sounds like important jargon.
Yeah,
Remember it.
but Itachi's like, oh no, I'm a true Kekai Genkai.
Kekai Genkai. You haven't had to say that in a while.
I haven't.
Gecko. Remember
never gonna
that?
be able
Guys
to
at
say
home, remember that? Ah.
I can do it.
Keki Gen... I can't. The point is...
Kekai Genkai.
Well, what's...
Jackie Genkai.
You couldn't say it.
Well,
But Katie can't say
Katie
anything.
had that one.
I said
Sounds like a candy bar.
I was
Or
thinking
the
Mr.
Greggy.
Krabs
I
laughing.
have a crunch bar.
No, dude, you love Crunch Bars.
I do.
Can I have one of the squares when you eat it?
Do you want to split it right now?
I'm kind of doing something right
Bro.
now.
Come on. Take the edge off, man. Have a crunch bar
I guess you're
square.
right. It won't. Who's it gonna hurt? Look, the point is Itachi's like, yo...
Yo, there's a piece broken off for you
can't-
already. Look at that.
thanks,
Ah,
man.
bada bing, bada
Thank you.
boom.
Anyways,
Everybody else,
Itachi's...
we're all eating crunch.
Itachi's
That's
like...
like the worst candy bar to eat
Okay,
on
who
a podcast.
else wants crunch?
Katie, listen!
Crunch?
I'm talking about Naruto
You bring
right
it
now.
up. I
Oh
don't
my
wanna
god.
disrespect
Rob was already
Okay.
interrupting
Okay.
you.
Ron
Would
was
you
talking
crunch?
about Naruto too.
I'm okay, thank you.
Katie, take crunch.
You want a crunch?
We're all eating
They're really
crunch.
good. Crunch is like an excellent candy.
Peer pressure.
Stop
It's a drug.
crinkling. Oh no, it's fine.
I don't want to take your crunch away from you.
Don't crinkle from the mic.
Don't crinkle that much.
Oh.
Just
Crinkle
a
that
little.
much.
All right.
Thank you.
Look,
Come
so Itachi's like, yo, you're not a natural born Sharingan user, so you no match against my Mangekyo or my Tsukiyomi.
It's gonna melt on the desk, bro.
Oh yeah. No, it'll be
really?
fine.
It'll be fine.
Anyways, no, but Kakashi flashes to Sasuke because if Kakashi isn't strong enough to take down Itachi because he's not a natural born Sharingan user, then the only person in the world who would theoretically be strong enough would be Sasuke
He's a
because
fucking Avenger.
he has the Keki Genkai. Whatever.
You said it different every time.
All right, then suddenly all the colors invert and we're in some sort of weird horror land and
I
Kakashi
loved
is
it.
crucified and
I
black and
loved
white.
it. Loved it, loved
It's
it, loved
crazy.
it. It was
Yeah.
so cool.
So Kakashi's crucified, the sky is orange, everything else
it was
is
like we were inside a Sharingan.
Yeah,
It was so cool.
Yeah, and so Itachi like appears before him and just stabs him with a sword, and Kakashi feels the full effect of his death, but then a moment later he's back. And
Yeah.
the wound is healed, and there are two Itachis in front of him, and they both have swords, and they both just start stabbing him over and over.
Yeah.
And it's revealed that they're inside the Tsukiyomi, a Genjutsu world where Itachi controls all time and space, and where Kakashi will be trapped for 3 entire days, over which time he'll be killed infinitely.
Yeah.
And also, like, so it's him being stabbed and dying and coming back over and over. Like, fucking, is it the Bible or is it a Greek myth where the dude got, like, his guts ripped out? And he-
The dude chained to a rock.
Yeah.
Because, and the eagle eats his, like, liver.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, it's because he gave fire to man. That's a Greek
Oh,
thing.
Prometheus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Prometheus.
It's a lot like Prometheus. But also Kakashi, like, sees himself being crucified and feels the pain of the other himself. And there's, like, thousands of himselves.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome because Itachi controls everything in that universe.
It was so I loved it.
And Kakashi's like, oh, it's just an illusion, but Itachi's like, bro, it doesn't matter if it's real or not, it's paint.
That's why I was thinking of Frambo, because that reminded me of Frambo. Like, the art style and, like, just the way that the world was.
I see it 100%.
I don't know Frambo, but that sounds really interesting.
Oh, Frambo's so good!
So Itachi's like, yo, your spirit is gonna break, because you're basically gonna be tortured for 3 days straight. And, like, it's gruesome as fuck. It just shows over and over Kakashi being stabbed. It's insane.
Yeah.
And they're really fucking torturing him. But in the real world, only an instant goes by. And Kakashi snaps back to reality, like, as if he had just been murdered for 3 days straight. And he's, like, falls to his knees. And, like, it's incredible that he's alive at all, you know, and not just, like, comatose. But for Asuma and Kurenai, who have had their eyes closed this whole time, they're just like, oh, like, what's up,
1 second
bro?
you were talking,
and then now you're just not.
Now you're in the water? What are you doing?
Yeah, he's trying to stay strong despite his trauma, but he, he's like, keep your eyes closed and shit, but it's really hard for him. And he's like, he's also wondering why Itachi didn't kill him, because he could have. Itachi could have easily murked him, and he's like, what, why, what is going on? And then Kisame is like, wow, I'm really impressed that Kakashi could stay through all of that, that's crazy. And he's also, though, Kisame is worried that Itachi overexerted himself because...
Which is adorable.
I know, he's like, hey, buddy.
Little baby.
Yeah, don't use those
Those
eyes
eyes
take a lot
yours.
out of you, man. Take a break, put on your sunglasses.
Protects your eyes. And
Wear your visor, come on.
Yeah, put the hat
Put
back
the hat
on.
back on.
Exactly, the sun's getting in your eyes.
Let's be a...
Kakashi's like, yo, Itachi, are you after Sasuke? But he's like, I'm not gonna tell you. And then Kakashi flashes back to a conversation he had with Jiraiya. And Jiraiya volunteered to take over Naruto's training. So this isn't like a coincidence. Jiraiya was straight up like, hey man, I'm going to help out with Naruto. It makes sense that you would train Sasuke. I'll take Naruto. And the third was like, the third Hokage was really wise to put Naruto in your group. Obviously, that's why Sasuke and Naruto were both in Kakashi's group, because Kakashi's a goddamn G. And like, they needed the extra attention.
Yeah.
But at this point, Kakashi clearly needed to work with Sasuke. Now he's got the curse mark and everything.
Yeah.
And Naruto needs to prepare for what's coming. Because Jiraiya has been away for so long because he's been tailing Orochimaru. And what he's found is that Orochimaru joined an organization of 9 S-class criminals.
Like-minded individuals.
9, a terrible way to describe it, but a horrifying organization by the name of the Akatsuki.
Which is just so... I just got chills.
I know.
I've heard that word before.
I bet you have.
Probably.
I love the fact that episode 30 is the first time we've said that word.
Yeah.
A mysterious organization. Though they've primarily only committed small crimes so far, it's clear that they're ultra powerful and they have some other goal. Now, Orochimaru left the group recently, and the rest of the organization has kind of been just splitting off in pairs, searching for items of power or new jutsu to master, and naturally, Kakashi assumes that this would lead them to trying to attain the Nine Tails, which would not be good. Jiraiya believes, or he was talking to Kakashi, and he was like, oh, Naruto's destiny will be one of always watching his back.
Yeah, which is so sad.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
And,
That sucks a lot.
But also, since all of the Uchiha are dead, Kakashi is probably the only one who's going to have a Sharingan, other than Itachi, ever. So he kind of has to teach Sasuke to hone those powers, at least until he gets surpassed. And in the meantime, Jiraiya is going to lead Naruto down his own path. In the present, Kakashi reveals that he knows about the Akatsuki, he knows all that shit, so Itachi's like, that ain't it, so kill Asuma and Kurenai and let's take this motherfucker hostage. And so Kisame runs forth, he's ready to rip him apart with his blade, he's coming at him, he's got all those swords on the cob, he's ready to slash him, he's running on the water, and then suddenly, Guy comes in!
I yelled out loud, I went, oh my god!
With a severe leaf hurricane, and knocking the swordsman back. Guy introduces himself. He's like, "Hey, everybody, it's me, Might Guy." And Kisame is like, "Yeah, Might, more like Mighty Dumb."
Okay,
Yeah.
he literally said, he was like, I'm the Leaf Village's fiercest beast of battle. And I was like, yes, you are!
Yes, you are.
But then Kisame really just like sort of mocks him like a child. It's funny. But Itachi's like, "Hey, don't underestimate this guy. I know him. He's like cool." But then Kakashi sinks into the water.
That looks so stupid, right?
Well,
that
it
was
did
so
look
funny.
stupid, but what it means is badass.
Yeah.
Well, not badass, but like it's a crazy. Like,
Yeah.
He's so fucked up. He doesn't even have the chakra to control to stand on water.
It's the same thing as like Naruto inching himself with his chin. cool in theory.
Cool in theory,
Okay.
Terrible in execution.
I get it. I was like, why did he just drown? Like,
No,
what?
he's so fucked up that he can't even
I
stand.
I forgot that they were like standing on water.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, oh, they're like in the water.
Which is
Like,
why
whatever.
it's actually kind of cool that Kakashi's sung. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
but I was like, why did this motherfucker just drown? Like, he
It was
fine.
it looked
and then
terrible.
it was just like,
yeah.
glub, glub, glub.
Yeah. But Guy picks him up pretty quickly and slings him over his shoulder. Asuma and Kurenai warn Guy, he's like, don't open your eyes. But Guy
So
fucking
good.
loved this.
So
He's like,
good.
oh no, I've been training for years to duel Kakashi. I know every method of deflecting the Sharingan. Like,
He's
He
so
would!
cool.
basically,
He's so cool.
he's like, open your eyes and just look at Itachi's feet. You can read his movements that way. There's no reason to look in his eyes.
It's literally like it's like you have that one guy in your friend group who's always just like doing. Who can do everything.
And that's and the funny thing is, Asuma and Kurenai are like,
We're not
they're
you.
like, bro, we ain't you.
Like,
we
we're
can't
not
just
you,
predict his
bro."
movements through his feet.
It's like it's gonna be hard, but don't worry.
But yeah, exactly. But he's encouraging them. He's moving them on, and he's like, all right, Kurenai, you take Kakashi back to the medical corps, and me and Asuma are gonna stay here and fight Kisame. But then, Kisame is really excited. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, let's fight. Let's fucking throw hands, motherfuckers. I'm
beat
ready to go.
ass.
But Itachi's like, hey, buddy, remember, this is not why
loud.
we're here. This is
Yeah,
not what
come
we're
on.
doing. So they just retreat. They just disappear.
Yeah.
So now it's just Kakashi, who, like, we should not skip over the fact that for 3 days straight he was just murdered
Dying,
infinitely.
yeah.
Like, I don't think that, like, he should ever stop talking about that.
Yeah,
That's so
he's still
fucked
like
up.
alive from that.
Yeah. And then also we've got Guy, Asuma, and Kurenai. They're all there, and the Akatsuki, we don't know where they go. They sort of vanish. And then we cut to the village gate, where Naruto and Jiraiya are setting off on their journey. Though Naruto, he packed too much in his backpack. He can't even move that little.
What a
egg.
quirky
But yeah, the 82 ends with them going forth to find the 5th Hokage. Hopefully find Tsunade. Hopefully she'll be Hokage.
Which
What is
Naruto
Scooby-Doo
can like
ass.
fight this Gara monster for like episodes on end,
Yeah.
and he can't carry a backpack. That's
He's
a little
so
bit
tired.
Yeah, it's a big backpack.
He's gotta recover. He's like, give him
backpack.
a break.
What do you guys think of the eps?
I didn't talk about it when it was happening, but the Sharingan Tsukiyomi
Yeah.
thing, one of my favorite scenes. If not my favorite scene of Naruto ever. But like it's so good.
It's insanely badass.
But that
Oh yeah, we met Itachi Uchiha today. Y'all,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
So
That was a lot of build up. We've had that. We have been building up since fucking.
I know.
Since Haku.
Oh my god, the scene where Sasuke almost fucking saw Itachi when he was
Yes.
going to meet up with Kakashi. A lot of these names sound the same, but you know what I'm saying,
Itachi,
right?
Kakashi.
Yeah.
Sasuke.
Yeah, but that was fucking crazy. What did you guys think of fucking seeing? And also the Akatsuki, like whatever the fuck that is. You know what I mean?
I don't know what I expected of Itachi. I was not disappointed.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
what a
This
baller
like
move to-
androgynous,
Yeah.
like
I love
He's
it.
like
badass,
I love it.
edgy
I love the look.
motherfucker that does not give. Is so cool. He's like, no. Put your sword down. We gotta
Yeah.
keep this quiet.
He is like Sasuke, but cool.
Like he's
Yeah.
so fucking cool, and he's like, I know how to use my fucking Sharingan, and I will torture you for 3 days
Yeah.
straight, and I won't even like bat an eye.
with a glance. Yeah.
like what?
And you know, it was while Raj was reading the outline, but fucking Itachi, he held those shuriken in his hand, and then he
Yeah.
just looked at the water,
Yeah.
and his water tendrils shot at Kakashi. Like, he doesn't even need to wield hand signs. This
Yeah.
is something.
That's
We
powerful.
have not.
Yeah.
And Orochimaru said he's stronger than him.
Yeah.
Orochimaru
We just killed the third Hokage.
said
It
Itachi
is
is
a
stronger
little
than
bit
him.
terrifying seeing people be able to do things without wielding hand signs. 'Cause
That's
it's hope
freaky,
for
right?
Orochimaru.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh,
think of
Katie,
that.
look at that! Katie, gold star for you.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
crazy.
not even silver.
You're gold.
I'm over Orochimaru.
Yeah.
That motherfucker needs to go.
Me too. I'm all about Shark Boy now.
Team
Shark
Shark Boy
Boy.
and Itachi.
Shark Boy and
Shark
Edgy.
Yeah, Shark Boy is lava.
Shark Boy and Itachi.
I was gonna make a joke and then I just didn't.
Yeah. What was the joke, Morgan?
I don't know. I was gonna try and be like Shark Boy and Lava Girl and like make Itachi Lava Girl, but like
Yeah. It's hard.
Oh, you
It's
said
hard.
edgy.
Well, it's Shark
I thought you
Boy
said
and Water
Neji,
Club.
and I was like, why is it Shark Boy
Shark
and
Boy
Neji?
and Neji.
I was like, what?
My
Yes.
favorite dynamic duo.
Yes, Kisame adopts Neji.
Oh,
Man, I've got all this cheese and I wish I could grate it. And then Kisame is like, look at him. That's what I said.
One thing I
like
did
murder
notice
people.
during the funeral, they all look so fucking grown.
Whose funeral?
Yeah, Naruto looks so
The third
old.
Hokage.
What?
I'm gonna backhand you with this fucking...
I zoned out. They're talking about someone's funeral.
There's only
Third
one...
Hokage.
You watched the episode!
I thought someone died recently!
I fucking died! You know why?
Okay.
Oh god, that
But
looks
like,
bad.
it was.
I thought someone
they
died.
all
I
looked
zoned out. My
old,
bad.
No,
and
the third
Naruto's
Hokage.
hair was like the
They
color
looked-
of Ino's, and
they
then
looked
as soon
so
as it
grown.
as soon as the funeral was over, it was bright yellow again.
Well, that
Oh
was
my
just
God,
because it
that's
was
crazy.
rainy and gray and sad. And,
Yeah, but I
like,
thought
No, they
like,
fuck up sometimes. They
even
really
just that,
are.
they looked so
I mean,
grown.
maybe the war just aged them up. Although, it was also it was just a day. That entire attack on the Leaf Village was a day. That's a lot. That would be a lot. That'd be a busy day.
It's a long day.
Yeah, that is a long day.
It's been like a month and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's also been 2 arcs. And with that, it's time to enter arbitrary arc analysis. I'll have to see what I did for that last time, but those sound effects sound perfectly good for
Yeah.
that. Okay, so this is the first time we've done this with guests that have already seen an arc before.
Yeah.
So I had to change up the questions a little bit. How have your opinions on Naruto changed? What did you think it'd be versus how it is?
What?
What did you read?
Why did you say
What is your opinion of
five-year-old
Naruto
word
and after your
It's like when
opinion?
you're a kid and you're in class and you're just like, can you read this? And you're like, what?
What?
Have your opinions of Naruto changed since this show started?
You
Yeah.
like Naruto?
Since this arc started?
Yeah.
Awesome.
In a
That's
good way or a bad way?
Good.
What's
Why are
New.
you giving one word answers?
Can you extrapolate on that at
It's
all?
matching the energy. Yeah, no, I fucking love Naruto. Like,
The kid?
the show.
Oh.
Okay.
Unironically.
That.
Unironically.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I feel like
It's a good show.
first arc, I was like, yeah, Naruto's cool, and that was really funny. I was like, yeah,
It's a good show. Don't you want to know what happens?
I like.
Do you
am
want to know
so,
who the Akatsuki are?
I'm
Stop!
so invested now.
I know.
Like every week, I have to stop myself. I literally have to exit out of Netflix so I don't keep watching because I really just want to watch the whole thing.
I want to meet Tsunade so bad.
I want to meet everyone. I want to know everything there is to know about Naruto. I want to get a Naruto tattoo. That's a thing that happened.
So
I want to get a
good.
Naruto tattoo because
Yeah.
of this fucking arc. Like,
Oh yeah, because of this arc.
yes, I'm
Katie,
so invested.
What did you think of this arc?
Well, not that, but I did like it. Like, I also am loving Naruto and whatever.
Did you
but
like
just
this
not
arc
that
less than the Chunin
enthusiastically.
exams overall? I mean, this arc was like a week long, but like.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But that's just because I'm, like, the dinky, like, I don't know, like, the less, like, we're gonna take an exam and show off their powers. Like, I can follow that really easily.
Oh yeah, so
Where, like,
so you thought the exams were more entertaining?
yes.
Yeah, okay. That's
Where, like,
this war kind of.
yeah, like, I did not understand anything that happened between the, like, 5 of them fighting, like, Kakashi, the 2 that I can't remember the names of, Itachi, and the other one.
Yes.
Kisame.
Yeah.
Like, the 5 of them fighting, I had no idea what was going on until you were reading the outline.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
Yeah,
those are
yeah.
what those moves were, and that's what got, like, that. I was, like, quiet because I was, like, figuring it all out
That's
myself.
fair. I do think it's interesting that
But-
higher level fights are a little bit less easy to follow, which makes sense, but it is annoying.
But, yeah, like, I still, like, enjoyed it a lot.
New characters in this arc, in these arcs, slash who's your
many.
favorite? Well, no, because these last 2 episodes don't really count as, this is, like, 80 is kind of where the arc ended, and then 81 and 82 were kind of the start of the new arc. So,
Hey,
like,
who's new?
we didn't really meet Monkey King Enma. He's new. Those 4 Sound Ninja
Is
dudes.
that it? The
that we saw,
commentator
but we
on
didn't
the
get
guys?
names. Yeah, the
that's
commentating
fair.
on the guys.
Oh, Hayate's wife,
like
partner,
Paku.
some girl.
Yes,
yeah.
Yugo. Oh, and Paku.
Oh,
Paku and Yugo. That's
and
it.
all of the dads.
Oh yeah, well,
They're not new, are
Yeah,
they?
no.
But like some of them are.
Shino's dad's new.
Oh, yeah, that's
no.
true. Shino's
Shino's
Yeah,
dad is new.
Shino's
Yeah,
dad.
Shino's dad's new. Yeah.
So Shino's dad.
But I think though, despite that, like last arc, we were like, oh, it should have been called Rock Lee. The show should have been Rock Lee, and it would have been all about Rock Lee. I think this arc, yeah, it's Naruto. This is Naruto. Because him against Gaara, I fucking
Yeah.
You know,
love.
he fully like.
Yeah.
This is where you realize, oh, Naruto's like a
Yo,
good character.
and Talk No Jutsu is badass.
I really
Now
like
it's being
Gamakichi.
used well.
Yeah,
Gamakichi.
Gamakichi.
I don't remember his name,
Adorable.
but
Yeah.
that's the one with the cigarette.
Oh my god! Fucking, what did you ask me today? You
What?
asked me somebody's name, and I was like,
Oh,
Katie.
I couldn't think of Kakashi's name. I was like,
And yet she remembers Gamakichi.
Gamakichi.
She was like, they're the guy that
Take
just.
some NyQuil, Katie. Take some NyQuil.
So if we agree that Naruto is the real hero of this arc, probably Naruto and the third Hokage, because it's his fight against Orochimaru. What were your favorite, I don't know, just like rappy stuff, like who's your favorite character? What's your most interesting thing of this arc? I don't know. The Konoha Crush. Look, I think it's dumb that the fandom separates this from the tuning exams, but they do. So
I feel like I get it though.
Yeah. So,
Like it's kind of like, okay, but it's the same thing, and like they're on top of the fucking arena, so like why is it different?
Yeah.
But it is a very different energy. Like,
Oh, yeah.
The tuning exams, it's like we're kids and like we're fighting,
Let's
and, like
practice.
we're battling. Like
Yeah.
this is like what? And then
this
all of
is
a sudden they're like, oh my god,
a
the
terrorist
village
attack.
is like
Yeah.
going down. Like this man is about to kill
so
the guy
what was
who's
your
in charge
favorite
of
thing
us.
about that? The snakes?
Oh, no,
Easily
the third
Gamabunta versus the
No,
Gara
the
monster.
Third
That was my
Hokage
favorite.
Orochimaru, the beautiful episode.
Oh, that was
So
cool.
much emotion for me in
Yeah,
that one.
that one was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I just really liked it all.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm like trying to think of moments, and I'm like, but I like this.
Mm-hmm.
But fuck you. And I'm like,
Well, no, that's what makes it a great arc. Is that
Yeah,
all
like-
together, piece it's a great
because
story.
you were like, oh, Gamabunta versus Gara
Yeah, no.
monster.
Well,
but
that was my favorite.
Gara.
Yeah.
my
Wait.
favorite was literally the moment when Gamabunta and Naruto transformed into Ninetales.
Oh, yeah, that
That
was
was
sick.
like
cool.
just
Yeah.
that like second, I was like,
Yeah,
this
that was
is why
dope.
I'm doing
Katie,
this.
sorry, can you talk about Gamabunta versus Shikaku? A little, like, why do you like
Oh,
it?
right, his name is Shikaku.
Yeah.
I liked Gamabunta,
Yeah.
but we didn't get to see him fight, beforehand. And
Oh, yeah.
So then all of a sudden I was like, oh
See
my
him
god,
jump
this
around.
Gara monster is giant. How is Naruto gonna do this?
And then, of
he-
course,
yeah,
it was
he-
Gamabunta.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I had told Morgan, I was really hype. I was like, you gotta watch the episodes.
Yeah.
It's like
That's sick.
Gamabunta versus
So let's we got a Shikaku.
Yeah.
Was the Indian
Gara monster,
So
so I
now
can say.
we've got to rate the arc based on nothing. So-
let's pick a new. So
Yeah,
what has happened?
Yeah, I would give it. Wait, okay. What are some things? Oh, easy.
Wait, do we each pick our own?
Yeah, just
Okay,
make
okay,
up your
okay,
own
okay.
rating system. Katie, did you have one?
Yeah, I'd give it 5 out of 5 Orochimaru limbs.
Oh,
good one.
that is
Fuck
good.
you. I was gonna do 5 out of 5 Kages.
Oh, also good, also good. But Orochimaru limbs,
I have to come up
pretty
with a
good.
new one.
That's
Skip
referencing
me.
us.
All right, I got one.
What's up?
3 out of 3 giant snakes.
Mine's 10 out of 10 Hayate coughs.
Oh yeah. Oh, he was more prominent in the Chunin exams.
He's
10 of
still
10.
coughing even
10
when
of
he's
10.
dead.
Remember.
Remembrance. Never forget Hayate.
1 out of 1 Avenger. We're looking at you, Yu-Gao.
You go! Oh, you baby!
Take him down.
The show should be called You Go.
I'm telling you, I want that show, man. Morgan, what about you? I can make a suggestion.
4 out of 4. No.
Uh-huh.
Yep. 4 out of 4 soft and supple paws.
Oh,
Beautiful.
very nice.
Good
yeah.
ending, good
and
ending.
and you know what? We all rated it highly. I think because this is a good arc.
It was a
It's
good
a
arc.
great art.
It's cool.
Quality cartoon.
All right, we love it. Let's
Quality
do
anime.
some reader responses. First up, we got to do our patron shout-outs. Yeah! Yeah, Patreon! All right, at our getting tier, that's $5 a month. Holy fuck, that's so much money.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, that's Katya KM.
Woo!
So if
Katya.
Katya had a magical superpower like the Naruto kids, what would Katya's power be?
Stabbing people with swords.
Yeah, knife power.
I was
Regular
thinking
knife.
where it's like taijutsu.
Yeah,
Really good.
imagine in a fight against like
Taijutsu.
Yoroi, he'd be like unbuckling his limbs and Katya would just be like, bam bam, stab.
That's not dead.
Yeah,
Stab.
Sasuke would be running up to do that little thing where he kicks him in the air, or like he'd have lightning hand and Katya would just be like,
Good stab.
stab jutsu. And they'd call it stab jutsu too.
Is that legal Hayate? It's a ninja
It's just
tool.
technically a ninja tool.
Eventually.
Oh, rip.
Yeah. Okay.
Boy.
Also, our tuning tier patrons, Dave Mata.
Woo!
What can I
Dave
say?
is the best.
What can I say about Dave Mata that hasn't already been said?
The father of all.
He smells faintly of
thought you were just gonna
leprechaun
leave it at he
tears.
smells. I was like, that's not very
no. He
nice.
smells of leprechaun tears and unicorn petals.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unicorn petals.
Yes.
That's why I said it.
That's
Ah.
right. Nina Kelly.
Woo! The
They
best.
smell
Wonderful.
of
Pure joy.
pure joy and space clouds.
Ah, I like space
Different
clouds.
from sky clouds.
It's true. Pro Hendrix. They smell of the sun
And game
Mars.
fuel.
and game fuel and Mars. The sun, Mars, and game fuel, and a new patron at the tuning tier. Lewis, who
Lewis!
smells of
Lewis!
Lewis.
Let's go!
Freshly printed
Lewis.
bills and
Bills.
Lewis.
And Lewis, yeah. Lewis was a freshly printed, and what did you
I
say?
said leaves because I don't know why the word Lewis sounded like leaves when Raj said it the first time
Alright.
to me, so I just saw leaves in my brain.
Freshly
Lewis,
printed bills.
just leaves and freshly printed bills. And our Jonings here, of course. We have, Janie J.
Woo!
Who, and see, by this point I always stop having ideas for funny things to say, but these are the people that pledge the most, so... Alright, let's say if they were a foosball character...
Octopus.
They'd be an
Foosball
octopus.
character.
Alright, if Janie J was a animal that would be better at sports than human. Alright.
Octopus.
That would be better at foosball than human, because octopus have all those different... They
all
get one...
arms.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
No,
foosball.
So if
Got
Janie
it.
J was an animal that would be better at foosball than humans, they would be an octopus.
An octopus.
Yeah.
If Nick Astor was an animal that would be better, that
Tiger,
is-
jump
A
over the table,
monkey.
eat the opponent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
And then Stephen B would be a monkey.
Yeah, because
Yes.
you've got like
Monkey
the tail
King.
and
And
you've
he
got
could
like
be Monkey
lots of
Tail.
fit hands.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with Emma.
Exactly. If you want an awesome shout out like that and to be my personal best friend, you can go to www.patreon.com/NaruTalkPod and pledge any amount of money, even if it's a little bit. It's the $1 and $2 donations that really make things like this succeed, and it's the $100 donations that make me I'll suck your dick. And so
You will.
ways
You'll
that you
do
can get in contact with us, ask questions, give comments, whatever. Our Gmail is narutalkpod@gmail.com. Our Reddit is r/narutalk. Our Facebook is NaruTalk the Naruto ShipPodcast. YouTube is NaruTalkPod. Instagram and Twitter both at NaruTalkPod. And our website is narutalk.wordpress.com. Once again, please pledge to our Patreon, patreon.com/NaruTalkPod. You get bonus episodes, access to the Discord. It's good. Links for all that stuff is below. Let's read some of the responses that we got from people.
Alright, I'll go first. So, from the wonderful at Matthew Ballin on Instagram,
Hell
they
yeah.
said, "You guys forgot to mention Huntsville, Alabama while listing all the cities with listeners. Haha, who knows? I might be the only one."
Okay, do you guys remember that, by the way?
Yes.
I
So
said
wasn't
something
it
about...
just specifically in like a certain place?
Well,
Or
it was in
it
Alabama. Yeah,
Oh,
we forgot
got
to list
it.
Huntsville.
Well, Matthew, you're getting your own shout out. You
Yeah.
might be the only one. If there's any
Yeah.
others who want to challenge this claim of our only Huntsville, Alabama
Yeah.
listener,
yeah, go to Matthew Ballin's house. Fight.
Like, send us a video.
please go. Please contact us. Contact us though.
Yeah.
You said it, and
If
then
they
you
fight and send us a
unsaid it.
video.
My
can we put it
brain
on
is
YouTube?
so
You
goddamn
said, please
stupid,
contact
Morgan.
contact.
Yes, if you live in Huntsville, Alabama, do contact us.
And then they
I don't know why.
and the words going, "I really love the podcast, and I'll definitely join the Patreon when I have the extra money."
Yay.
Arigato, praise be to Lord Dave Mata. Yes, Lord
Yes.
Dave
Yes,
Mata.
Lord
love
Dave
you.
Mata.
And we love you, Matthew
We'll
Ballin.
be awaiting your arrival in the wonderful exclusive Patreon Discord chat.
Yeah.
Where you
Yes.
can come and learn very many things about us.
That's
Yes,
true.
yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
Morgab?
I have a response. It
Yeah.
was an email from Jay.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they
Oh, this is
said-
the one we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
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 Perfect.
So, comments on the show. NaruTalk gang.
Hey.
My name is Jay, and I started the show around the Forest of Death Orochimaru fight.
So this is not our. This is a different.
It's not the J in our... It's not the J or the Janie J that are both in
This
our
is a
Patreon.
third
Different
Jay.
Jay,
This is
new
third
Jay.
Jay.
Awesome Jay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Jay.
Also, I mean,
All of them
Jays
are
awesome.
awesome.
all
Yeah,
great
like, just
Jays.
clarifying that this Jay is
It's
equally
awesome.
as awesome.
Yeah.
So they started around the Forest of Death Orochimaru fight.
Right.
I've been a huge Naruto fan since the English anime came out. I still remember having a VHS copy of episode 80 that my friend recorded for me because I wasn't going to be able to watch it the night it premiered.
Good episode.
You guys really are the best Naruto podcast. Trust me, I tried listening to some others to fill the gap over winter break, and they were all terrible.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah.
And here's something that happened. Somebody left us a 5-star review, and then they left another one of those Naruto podcasts a 5-star review, and then I looked at the 5-star review they left us, and it had switched to 3 stars. They don't think that we're the greatest Naruto podcast.
That's absurd.
And I know they
Anyway.
listen weekly. No, I want to talk directly to that person. I've listened to that other Naruto podcast now. I've listened to like 6 episodes of it. I've given them listeners just to know how bad they are, and they are bad. They're not us. They're not NaruTalk, the greatest podcast ever to be all about Naruto. They're shit. They're goddamn shit. And so is yeah, I just said it. I said the goddamn name. I fucking hate that podcast. I hate those guys. I hate everything. I hate all those fucking people. I hate Naruto. I hate everything.
Stop doing
I
it,
hate my
NyQuil.
goddamn
Stop. No more NyQuil for you, dude. No more
If,
NyQuil.
for people who can't see him, which is everyone, he just turned bright red and threw
Threw
his
his
hat on the
hat.
floor.
was monologuing.
I guess the point of what I'm saying is thanks for listening. And you were saying, Morgan?
So, Y'all are my favorite podcast, and I plan to support y'all on Patreon when I get a little bit more disposable income.
Thank you.
When I listen to y'all, it reminds me of my friend group from college, and it warms my heart. Scary. I know I sound really old there, but I'm only 23, so please don't think that I'm old. I also want to tell...
I want to say... No, first of all, we're supposed to be responding and reading. And I want to say that...
After?
23, I would rather hear that more 23-year-olds listen to this podcast than any more goddamn 10 and 11-year-olds.
So we embrace the 23-year-olds.
Yeah, very much so.
A lot. I also wanted to tell y'all that my daughter loves listening to the podcast with me. She just turned 1 at the end of December, but she loves hearing y'all talk and laugh, and she often tries to talk back to you. I just really wanted to tell you guys that y'all are hilarious and super fun to listen to. Keep on putting out the fantastic content and keep on getting sidetracked. Believe it, Jay and my baby.
You know who would disagree with Jay? The CEO.
I don't know, but
of podcasts.
Why did you guys decide to make a CEO of a podcast that doesn't like us?
What do you mean? It wasn't my call. I wish I could call him up and ask him.
We can call him after the show.
All right.
P.S. Liam, my favorite character as a kid was Konkoro. He still is, but my friends in elementary school made fun of me constantly for having the lamest favorite character.
No.
But I love my useless puppet master son.
No, Konkuro's great. His voice actor was great. Rest in peace, Michael Lindsay. And he's great in Naruto Storm. He's really overpowered. Konkuro's awesome.
Overpowered.
Yeah, and puppets are creepy and cool and fun. Just watch Dark Crystal. That's what I do every night. Hey, thanks so much for commenting.
And we love your baby. We
love
want to talk to
your
you.
baby.
Hi, baby.
Next in kin, our stuff.
That's a little NaruTalk baby edition. All right, Katie, do you want to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about John Giordano 496. I had to really make sure those numbers were in the right order. On Instagram, who was just linking people to us on different Naruto posts with very kind words.
Oh,
that's
nice. Yeah, see, it's that spreading the good word of NaruTalk. I love it. You know what?
The best thing in the world.
You know what I do actually have to talk about is this little email exchange that I had with this person named Olivia. They texted us and they were like, hi. Oh, no, they didn't text us. They emailed us and just said hi. Usually people send these really long emails.
Yeah.
So I said, hey. And then they said, who answered this? Liam or Raj? And I said, all 4 of us stacked on top of each other under a trench coat. And they said, oh, wait. I should just read this one. Can you read as Olivia?
Emails?
Can you read as Olivia?
Oh, okay. Wait, where are we?
From there.
Oh, ha! I'm listening to your podcast right now.
What ep?
NaruTalk Live.
Hell yeah, dude.
Please don't curse.
What?
Oh, sorry. Let me put that.
Normally I wouldn't say that, but this is on my school account.
And that's when I realized that I was probably emailing an 11-year-old, and I was like, this is dumb.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
So that's funny.
Holy shit, that's so insane.
I know.
What the fuck?
Anyways, then eventually they were like, can I get a shout out in the next episode? And I was like, well, no, because we already recorded it, but I can do episode 30. So shout out, Olivia. I thought that our little talk was very funny.
You're gonna be the coolest kid when you grow up.
It's true. Yeah, direct shout out. Hey,
you're the coolest kid now.
It's true. And hey, please send reader responses. I really, really, really like them, and keep them vague because episode 31 will be the last time that we record on the Thursday that the Monday goes like you know what I mean, the Thursday to Monday, because we record on Monday and these release. No, we record on Thursday and these release on Monday. Mm-hmm. And episode 31 will be the last time that ever happens. Yeah. Until September.
Wait, hasn't it already not happened?
No, because we're skipping.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So episode 31 is going to be the last Thursday, Monday direct thing. So send in vague reader responses. Ask us questions about just life, the universe, everything. Raising your baby. We'll answer. We don't know.
We'll
say whatever.
We have good advice, but we have
so send in vague stuff. Ask us questions.
We've lived a little bit of a life.
Yeah, send us shit, man. And keep it coming because we always pre-record episodes. So send stuff. Send. Like, subscribe, rate, whatever. Leave a 5-star review. You can do it in the podcast app. It's easy as peasy. And we always read them out if they're 5 stars, not if they're 3 stars. You son of a bitch out there. But if they're 5 stars, even if they're negative, just leave it as 5 stars, and that will be a lot cooler. For example, here's one from MusherKid13. Their comment was their review was entitled "Please read," and they said, "My name is MusherKid13. Interesting that your name has a number in it, but that's actually kind of cool. I'm 10 years old, and I listen to you while I'm trying to sleep." Did I already read that?
No.
I feel like we've heard about a kid who listens to us while he sleeps.
There's a lot of kids listen to us when they sleep.
It's a good night.
Yeah, good night.
Well, we're at it. Don't diss numbers in the name, man.
The numbers in the name are actually fire.
Listen,
is that a thing yet?
Numbers in the name?
Yeah.
It's been a thing since, like, forever.
Bro, I don't have a number in my name.
Well, yeah, everyone grows out of it, but, like...
No, he's talking
No,
about
like in
your
their real
actual
name.
No, for real life.
Well, yeah.
Because his comment name
No,
is
but,
already
like, you're,
MushaKid13.
like,
What do
on
you mean
your
my last
birth
name is?
certificate.
It's in binary. It's all in binary.
yeah, that's true.
Guys, come on.
Katie can count binary.
Yeah.
I
Can
can
you?
on my fingers.
Okay, so my
Kitty,
last name
kitty.
is.
Visual gag. Visual gag.
So she
It's for
1,
Raj.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Yes,
6.
yes. Nice. Anyways, what was it?
I can do that too. Wait, 1, 2, 3,
No.
4, 5, 6. That's binary.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Katie just flipped
I
you
can-
off, bro.
Yeah.
I can
Katie
count
straight up flipped
32
you
on
off.
one hand.
That's
Katie's flipping you off right now.
that makes no sense.
It's not my middle finger.
Okay, well, what does that have to do with binary counting? Why do you? What do
It's
you
like a
Because
weird. It's
this
so you
is
can
a-
count to
it's
31 on one
whenever,
hand.
Yeah, it's whenever a finger's up, it's a 1, and whenever a finger's down, it's a 0. So it's a combination of 1s and 0s, which is what binary.
What'd you say
code
about
is.
my mother? Fuck you.
All right, listen. Hey, guys, tell your friends about this podcast, okay? Please do that. Remember Raj's contest. Send shit in.
Send
your
shit.
favorite Raj joke, and you'll get a fucking shirt. That's fucking
Signed
awesome.
by us. And feet pics.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
I will send you pictures of my feet.
You're gonna think maybe I should wait last minute. Maybe there'll be too many people who do it. No, because
the contest closes March 6th. So fucking send shit in.
everyone's thinking about doing it. Everyone's thinking about not doing it. So if you do it, you'll have a better
You're
chance
gonna
than people
win.
who don't
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
You're gonna win.
Guarantee, 100% guaranteed.
You will
are
win.
gonna win. Yeah. Anyways, big thanks to our graphics team, Glenn Federico and Ali Caruso.
Wonderful people.
Next Monday, the episodes that we're going to have watched and be talking about are 83, 84, and 85.
Woo!
And, baby, if you thought this week was a roller coaster, I haven't watched next week's episodes, but I assume they're also good. But hey, if you have watched them, let us know what you think if you watch ahead. That's always
Yeah.
exciting. Although, maybe I should stop saying that since all of our episodes are going to be way pre-recorded. But no one's ever done it, so I don't think anyone ever will.
Which means why say it?
I don't know. Just send us stuff. It's good.
I like
That's why we
being
have this
sent
segment.
stuff,
Yeah. And you know what? I like being sent stuff, and I like that you're listening. And I thank you. And also, I want to remind you, and so does everyone here, because it's our little sign-off. So now we're all going to say together, be safe, have fun, believe it. It's funny, though, because in the future, Naruto's kid, Boruto...
Hey, asshole! On strike!